Hello.
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 I can't go higher
I don't
than
know.
that. Can you?
I can go pretty high, but I'm not going to do it for this. I don't want to blow out any audio or anything
Yeah,
like
I
that.
probably already did.
As per usual, can people hear us? Can you say hello? It would be nice if you can. I don't know. I want to make sure people can hear us.
Isn't there supposed to be a pink fancy queen wiggler? We haven't seen her. I have not
I haven't
seen her.
seen one yet. Have you seen one?
I have not seen a goddamn one, and I keep looking.
Yeah, me too, because I keep my eyes open every time I walk through Wiggler territory. I'm like, is there one in here? Is it hiding somewhere? And then it's like, no,
It might
there's
just
just
be
none.
like super rare.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing they're just extremely rare. I think you're right.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, I don't know. A lot of the rarer pets tend to be very, very rare. And it's like, I don't want to be like, oh, well, that's terrible, because it's not. It's fine, but...
Yeah, but
It's so weird.
like I want all of them.
I do.
But I don't want to
them all
have to.
too.
I don't want to have to enter and exit and
Oh, wow.
re-enter an area.
I didn't realize I was down to one voucher. That's fucking intense.
Yeah. So what's on our
Jeez.
plate today?
Okay, well, I was hoping for people to be able to
You
tell
have a
us if they
complete
could
bounty.
hear us. Yeah. Oh, okay. I better
That's
get
down
the
there.
bounty then. I was hoping that people could tell us if the audio was good and the video looked good, because I'm still kind of worried about it. But I think today what the plan is currently is Hey,
Hey.
James Mason, can you hear us? Can you see us? Are we here and visible and audible?
Are we cool looking?
Yeah. Do we look cool?
Our hunter looks pretty cool.
3 quests specified in a ancient forest. Okay, that was
Yeah,
a
that was a
weird
vague one.
Yeah, strange.
Yeah, audio and video looking good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the plan tonight though is that we are going to collect some coins. We're going to do some coin battles.
Some arena fights.
No, coin battles. Like, Smash Bros.
Oh, right. You hit the Rathalos, and coins fall out of it, and you gotta collect them, but if it hits you, coins fall out of you.
Look, Rathalos is in Smash, so it's a possibility. You don't know.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot
it's
Rathalos
just a trophy,
is in Smash,
right?
didn't you? No, he is a stage hazard. Rathalos.
Okay. Is there like a fighter?
He's like
Is there a monster hunter?
So far, it has not been announced, but
Why would they do?
there is a stage that I think people have figured out is probably Ancient Forest from Generations or 4U, just the big open one that you start the game out in, and the Rathalos just shows up as a boss monster that you have to fight. No, that's not actually what we're doing, though. I don't want to lead people on for too long.
We're not playing a game that hasn't been released
We're not playing a game that hasn't been released yet. We are doing... if I can find it. This is not the right one to go to, is it?
I think it is. Events?
Well, okay. Yes, there's this one, the tzitzi-ya-ku.
Okay.
But that's not the one I wanted to do. I might do that really quickly, because these are relatively easy to murder really fast.
Yeah, and you wanted the glasses.
I guess I could do that. Yeah, we did one near the end-ish of the last session. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, the one that I really want to do is the actual arena quests. Those are not the actual ones. The ones that I'm thinking of are the ones that I think I need to go up to the Gathering Hub to get into.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to go up there when we're done with this, and I'll do that. But for the time being, yeah, we'll just do this one real fast. That's not that big a deal.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get enough whatever spectacle vouchers that you can just get the sunglasses going.
Yeah, the sunglasses honestly are not that great, but they're
They look
interesting.
good.
Yeah, they look cool.
They have 3 slots. I think you pointed out last time.
Yeah, which
That's
can be
decent.
really good, but the defense on them is kind of shit.
Yeah, but you can put nice stuff on it.
Yeah,
Potentially.
Ironically, the and I don't know how this
Follow the
works.
trail? Why are the scout flies even bothering?
I don't know. The defense that that my eye patch gives me is about double that what the sunglasses give me.
And it only covers one eye.
And it only covers one eye.
That's great.
I'm not sure why it's like that. I probably should have eaten before I left. I only just now realized I didn't, and I don't think there's an actual eating bit in this one. I thought there was. This is more of a traditional Monster Hunter starting area. With no food and no anything else. That's fine. I'm actually not that pissed off about it.
Yeah, you
I
might
didn't
want to take your
realize.
rations.
I'm not taking no rations, though. I'm gonna... Oh, shoot. I forgot my
No, your steak was right
ancient
there.
potion. Yeah. I thought I thought I had an ancient potion on me, too.
Guess
Wow,
not.
I'm just all sorts of, like, unprepared for this today. Jesus.
Oh, you're fine.
I was thinking they're just tzitzi-ya-ku. It's not that big a deal.
They
And
are
it's
high rank.
Still probably the case. Honestly, they are still just tzitzi-ya-ku. It's not that big a deal, but...
So you're immediately cutting off Daryl
Yeah.
from Jimmy and Brett.
Yeah.
Those are their names. It's consistent.
I forgot that entirely. You do not have to keep that consistent if you would choose not to.
I chose to do so. You can't stop me.
Oh, you're a dick, dude. I know what you're doing. Nope.
Yeah.
Damn,
I don't
what
know
is the
why
range on that? It's so fucking far.
Yeah, I don't know why it works when you're facing away.
It shouldn't. It didn't used to.
It's just the tzitzi-ya-ku was like extra flashy.
Like we've never had that. I don't think that's an issue with Gypsyros. I don't think that's an issue with. I can't think of anybody else who
It
flashes.
certainly doesn't do it with flash bombs on monsters. If they're turned away,
Yeah,
it
if they're
doesn't
turned
work.
away, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. You
Yeah.
basically did not hit the monster if that's the case.
Nice.
And also, I think I've mentioned it. I think I mentioned that the first time we fought one of these, but they are totally just making the Ed, Ed, and Eddie like chicken sound effect when they go down.
Yeah, it never feels anything but fake. Like someone went into the game and like put in a gag edit.
Yeah, it sounds like a mod. Like it doesn't sound like they should be making that noise.
Yeah, no, it feels fake. But I
feels
mean, it is
super
a
fake.
chicken noise. Like sometimes that's just what they sound like. And
Yeah, but
I
these ones
guess
shouldn't. These ones are
they're-
like really big lizard monsters.
Well,
He
they're
backed himself
theropods.
up into a corner real good there.
these ones aren't feathered, but they're the right
no,
kind of
they
dinosaur.
should be feathered, but yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
but they're not literal dinosaurs, so
Okay.
whatever.
If you do that, you can block it. I am willing to bet, and this is going to be... It's going to sound goofy if people haven't seen this before. I'm willing to bet I could probably block that flash if I needed to. Because you can Superman run to avoid it, which typically means that it is using the same setup as damage would be. It's so unbelievably confusing.
Yeah,
Like-
I kind of get it.
So sometimes you can totally block roars if you have something like a greatsword that has a block-like ability. Flashes work the same way occasionally.
And I mean, it technically makes enough sense because sound and light both are physical.
Yeah, but
Wave
the
thingies?
reaction that you get is typically the hunter like jumping back as though they have taken a physical blow. Which is
Yeah, it's a
maybe
little
not
goofy.
quite correct. Yeah, it's pretty goofy.
The tip of his tail is still perfectly clean, and the rest of it has been so roughed up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
He's dropped like 3 sets of piercing pods.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he's broken. Well, you're not going anywhere
That's just
anymore.
so
yeah,
sad.
you're fucked now.
Sorry,
you have no
Daryl.
gimmick anymore, Daryl. Like I am gonna ruin you here because you can't even do your basic shit to me. Sorry, Daryl.
James Mason is saying, I'm wondering if anyone did a challenge of rations only. I'm pretty sure there's people who do challenges of no armor and no weapon and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, that's naked runs. Naked mining was a thing for a very, very long time in Monster Hunter. I don't think people do it so much anymore. But it used to be you go into some of the strongest hunts in the game, and upon going in, you take off all of your armor, you grab the weakest weapon you can, and a bunch of pickaxes, and then you literally just mine naked.
So someone using only rations, no potions, is probably a thing.
A lot of people go into hunts like this. There used to be this thing that people called like survivalist hunting, which was you go into a fight like this with nothing at all. You go in with your armor and your weapons, and that's it, and you make your shit in the field.
Okay, so like a paleo diet kind of thing. You
It
only
is similar.
eat what comes off of the trees.
Yeah, kinda.
Sort of.
Come here, big guy. Follow me in.
Like the authentic hunter-gatherer experience. Except like, actual ancient humans probably did, like, carry food around with them if they were going
Oh
somewhere.
yeah, there's like literally no reason that we have grasping hands. Like, why would you not
just
carry shit?
carry things.
That's probably the entire purpose of our hands.
No, it's also to stick sticks into termite mounds and grab branches.
I guess, but that's a form of carrying things. Like,
Yeah, but it's not just for storage over long distance. We do lots of hand things.
I mean, human beings, to begin with, we are, what's the word?
Primates.
No. I mean, we are, yes, but we are the kind of predator that we are. We are
Exhaustion
predators, yeah. Which means we hunt things down and we chase it until it just dies of exhaustion.
Well, in the authentic strategies, now we're gun predators usually.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you're a sword predator.
Ah,
but...
fuck. I thought I was close enough that the thing wasn't quite gonna get me.
Hi guys, hi Fatmies, hi Iggy the person. Is that someone who's been in here before? New person? Welcome.
I'm not sure.
Even if you're not new, welcome.
Probably. Yeah, welcome either way. Hey, what up? We're doing hunts.
The human body evolved hands in order to play video games. And you can't convince me otherwise, except that I'm lying, so it doesn't matter.
Except for the fact that you're incredibly incorrect. And you totally know it, you just choose not to admit it. Alright. Okay.
Humans used to have 6 fingers, and we lost one of them in a bet.
We had 6 fingers and we lost one of them because that was just too many to hold controllers.
That too. Now, we lost a bet to a tiger in the race to honor the Buddha at his birth.
Is that a real story?
There was some kind of race. It has to do with Chinese zodiac animals. I don't remember the details.
I'm not familiar with this story in the slightest.
I've read it once as like a 10-year-old, so I don't know. Tigers are in the zodiac, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Regular house cats are not. House cats aren't, and the idea is that like the Buddha or some other fancy type person was born and the cat was like, I'm not gonna go honor this baby. And then all of the other zodiac animals did, so they got into the zodiac. I could be remembering that wrong too, but it sounds in character for cats, so I'm gonna go with it.
It does a little.
Yeah, there's... Thank you, James Mason. She's saying, like, stuff that suggests that this is a thing that I didn't make up.
Okay, good.
Yeah, saying, I think the part of that is that the cat cheated, but tigers are allowed in. It's something like that. But anyways, we lost our 6th thumb in that race.
So what happened to the other 4?
You're using them right now.
None of those are... I have 1 thumb, thank you.
Oh, what happened? What happened to your other thumb?
Okay, sure. Fine, fair. I am gonna point out, hey, did you know that koalas have 2 thumbs?
I think pandas also do.
Koalas have 4 fingers and 2 thumbs, both of which are actually fully opposable thumbs. Like, they have basically little human fingers. They and us are some of the only animals on Earth with opposable thumbs. Koalas have 2 of them on each hand, and if they break the main thumb that they use for climbing, they will refuse to use the secondary superfluous, fully opposable thumb instead of, basically, instead of climbing with it, they will just choose not to use it, and they will actually starve on the ground if they can't get back up into a tree.
Evolution was really weird and specific with marsupials.
Evolution was really unpleasant for the koala specifically, which is an animal that people know, and they're like, oh, koalas are cool. Koalas are also idiots. They for some very specific reason, are like nature's just dumping ground for animals. Did you know they don't actually possess most of what we consider to be a mammalian brain? They have a brain stem and a mass in there that's kind of a brain, but not sort of. Like,
marsupials are barely mammals, honestly. Like, they're a proto-mammal so early that it's weird that they're even still around.
So, koalas don't have any wrinkles on their brain.
That's
Like-
weird. I mean, lizards don't either, I think.
Lizards have some, but it's very, very small compared to like most mammals.
Yeah.
Koalas just straight up don't have them. It's the weirdest thing. If you hand a koala eucalyptus that you have picked from a tree, they will not recognize it as eucalyptus.
Because it's not on the tree.
Because it's not on the tree. They probably shouldn't be eating eucalyptus, but that is the only thing in their diet. It has almost no nutrition, and eucalyptus is one of those things where it's like, hey, guess what? The tree doesn't want you to eat its leaves. Like, they actively went out of their way to develop a, like, horrific toxin for eucalyptus, and the koala shouldn't be able to eat it. The only reason the koala can eat eucalyptus is because it has evolved an incredibly long digestive tract, which means that it basically takes like 3 days for a koala to digest something fully.
I don't know where Josh got this
Like,
koala
koalas
lore.
are terrible. They're adorable, and I love them as little animals, but like, oh my god, nature just hates them.
You know,
Or they hate
what
nature,
the
I'm not
great,
sure which.
the better version of a koala is? You ever seen a wombat?
Yes, wombats are amazing.
They basically don't stop growing like goldfish don't if the environment's right. So there's like wombats out there that are like, I don't want to say horse size,
No,
but
that's a little bigger. There is
small person size.
There is a wombat that people know. He has a name, and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head.
I don't know
He
his
is
name.
a known wombat, though, who is considered to be the biggest in the world. He lives in captivity. He's actually, I don't think, all that old for a wombat, and he's roughly the size of, like, a table when he's standing on all fours. Like, he is absolutely gigantic, which is hilarious because wombats, on average, are like house cat size. They're very tiny, but, you know, that particular one has had a lot of people keeping care of him. So he's just like, I'm just going to get, you know, absolutely enormous.
Yeah, apparently he's very friendly
I believe so.
and chill
They
and
can
photogenic.
bite them. They will sometimes bite.
Oh yeah, well I mean most animals can bite.
Just like as a warning.
Most animals will aggress you if you like threaten.
Yeah, well, if you go anywhere near them, more or less.
Pandas can just straight up kill a man. So don't.
Pandas are also one of those animals that probably shouldn't be eating one thing as a diet. Eucalyptus, by the way, and bamboo both are devoid of almost all nutrients. There is some nutrients in both of them, but not enough for the animals that live exclusively off of them to survive and do normal animal things. Pandas are super lethargic because if they use more energy than they, like, have to expend on things like movement, they could completely use up all of their energy resources and then starve to death.
Has there ever been a Monster Hunter panda?
No.
There's bears though, right?
There's a bear. I think well, okay, there's one bear, but then it has subspecies, so I mean, kinda. Yeah, baby koalas, by the way, can't digest eucalyptus at all. Completely incapable of digesting eucalyptus. In order to eat, because the only thing they eat, again, is eucalyptus, they have to eat their parents' poop, specifically. So until they get old enough to actually digest food, they have to sit around and eat their parents' poop. That's baby koalas do. That's what they do. They are terrible, horrible, confusing animals. Like, they're not actually even all that bad. They're just really, really confusing.
They're weird.
They're super weird.
I don't think I've ever seen a koala up close, like in a zoo. I don't think any zoo I've ever been to had koalas.
I think they're kind of hard to take care of.
That would make sense.
Again, you can't, like, give them eucalyptus. They have to pull it off of a tree. So you have to meet the requirements for growing eucalyptus trees, which California can do. I think we have some koalas in some zoos around here, but it's relatively different, or difficult to do. My dad has a ton of eucalyptus trees in his backyard.
But no koalas that we know of.
No, yeah. If a koala escaped, I mean, it might live in his backyard and be fine with it, but
He'd find a
eucalyptus
reason
is
to be stressed out about
stupidly
it.
poisonous, by the way. I do not suggest keeping eucalyptus anywhere near your home.
Is it poisonous if you're not eating it?
It's poisonous if it's broken up or like cut up, and then you're handling it with your bare hands.
Okay.
And then sometime later on, you put it in your mouth. That's poisonous.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an incredibly potent toxin too. Somebody even called it like a brain melting toxin. It basically is. Like, it's horrible for you. It'll ruin everything about your body. I can make shadow shades. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's a pair of sunglasses on a dummy head. Oh yeah.
Change the color to something cool.
Can I... Why am I not... Oh, wait a minute. Change all. Oh, can I not zoom in on this screen? I thought you could zoom in on this screen.
Huh. Maybe not.
Not on this version of it, anyway. Hold on.
You're changing everything, by the way.
Oh,
You
whoops.
intended?
You know what? Sure.
Just
Yeah, just be one
Just
cool
black on
man.
black.
Yeah, look at me.
yeah, your abs are glowing, and that's it. That's the Nergigante armor, right? It's just it's like
yes,
the
I
Nergigante
believe
wing.
that's Nergigante.
The wing color they have, where it's like tipped with like an orange, is what you're
I
getting.
swear to God, why can't I zoom in? Can I only do that from my house? That's so weird.
I think you can do it from
I thought I could do it
the
from-
equipment info pause screen.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wasting time going up here, but that's okay for now, I guess.
That's fine, doesn't matter. You gotta do your tail raiders anyways.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Take all of that. Exit. Let's see. So I'll look at my sunglasses first. Yeah, I got. Maybe you do have to just do it from this screen. No, I can't do it from here either. I swear to God, you can do it. Why is it not?
Don't change your appearance.
Armor pigment. There we go. Oh, what the fuck? Is
Okay,
it
just change the things you want to change.
Oh, okay, you have to go into the head to get it to do.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then it's LT, but it's not actually working at all.
That's RT.
Oh, I'm dumb. Sorry. You're right. Yeah, there it is.
You are a loyal customer of the Salty Spittoon. You are tough as hell. You
I
look
kinda
like
the black sunglasses,
Yeah,
honestly.
you look
Those look
like-
really good.
You look like an apocalypse biker.
A little bit.
Except that your waistcoat is a little brighter than everything
Yeah,
else.
yeah, the waistcoat is definitely kind of not making it work so good. There we go. Everything back to a lighter shade. Yes. Oh, wait, no. Ah, fuck. I'm doing everything wrong.
You sure are. Default
go.
color for everything?
And then-
Go down to confirm.
Yeah, I guess I gotta go down. Okay, fine. Confirm. And then head. And then that's where I wanted to change specifically that over to the black shade.
I mean, I thought that the Nergigante armor looked cool as hell when it was all
Yeah,
black.
honestly, it did. It super did. But nothing else was, like, really working too good when it was in that shade. So, like,
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's a little bit better off anyway. I kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'll do this. And I'm probably not going to continue to wear these sunglasses. I just wanted to see them. They do look cool. They're really nice, honestly. But all that they do is make it so that you can't get flashed by tzitzi-ya-ku anymore.
Yeah. Well, it's kind
It's
of
like,
useful.
why would I ever want to fight tzitzi-ya-ku after this? I've just
He-
killed a bunch of them.
He will run into fights between you and another monster.
I mean, I guess
And
that's
if you're in the
true.
Coral Highlands, tzitzi-ya-ku wants to come hang out.
Let's see. Where's my wiggler head? There we go.
It's a goth wiggler.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, God. Actually, I wanted to go over to my Dragon King eye patch.
Oh, making it black just makes it more
Yeah,
eye
it
patchy,
actually
too.
fixes the eye patch a little bit. I had noticed that, I just hadn't done it yet, so I was kind of skipping over it. Oh, I didn't even notice that there's like a mural up there.
Yeah,
That's
you got
really
the
nice.
loading screen.
Neat. And a lot of billowing everything up there. Jesus.
Yeah, they basically gave you the palace.
Yeah, a little bit.
I want to know where the commander sleeps.
Yeah, I want a bigger house. I hope the commander sleeps in the water.
Why?
I don't know. He deserves it.
He's not
Like,
so old he needs to live in a Saiyan healing pod.
He's so old, we just kick him off the pier every night and hope that he doesn't come back, but he just comes back.
When are we gonna eat?
Why do you hope that the commander doesn't come back?
How many times do we have to teach him this lesson? This old man.
He's honestly a pretty useful and cool and not annoying guy. His grandson, I could take or leave. I just want to know where the commander sleeps, because he's in charge of all of this, but he doesn't get the fanciest house. Is it just going to turn out that he, like, sleeps in a hammock under the docks because he doesn't give a shit?
Maybe. So this is the arena lass. She only exists up here, insofar as I'm aware. Mm-hmm. And she's the one that you talk to if you want to do actual arena quests.
Okay.
Like, cool. Normal ones. Like any.
It doesn't really tell us what the rewards are.
No, it's you get a certain number of coins, and it's usually a specific amount. So there is a downside to these, though. Mm-hmm. First of all, there are challenge quests, which are interesting, and it's like, oh, you have a certain number of days to do this.
And a Rathalos.
Yep. Here's the thing. First of all, they give you the available weapons, because the weapons are sets. So you can see what weapons you need to get into something like this. So this one, for instance, doesn't have a greatsword, so if I go in, I can't use a greatsword. But everything is a set of weapons anyway. I think I've been over this before, but that's generally what it is it gives you armor and weapons as a set together, and it's not your own stuff. It's stuff that they prepare ahead of time.
Which ones have greatsword? Let's just skim.
Probably not a lot.
This one does.
This one doesn't. This one doesn't. And this one does.
Okay, so only the ones where it's heavily defensive monsters and Puke for some reason.
Here's the other thing. Do you notice that it says failure conditions faint 9 times?
Huh.
These monsters are set up ahead of time to scale with players. So if I go in there as a single person, this is a monster that they expect, I think, 2 people to take down at any given time.
Huh.
The sort of upside of that is that they're not as strong as, like, normal scaled monsters, but then they're not... It's confusing. Basically, if you come in here with more than 2 people, you are wailing on a monster and beating it down super easy. But if you come in here as just yourself, you're at a slight disadvantage. I think. Honestly, they might not even be scaled at all. They might just be normal monsters, in which case you're coming in at a massive advantage, not a disadvantage at all.
Well, what are you doing first? Oh, you gotta
I want to
check
know what I
need.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
That's what I'm doing first. Because I was looking at some of the stuff that you can make in here, and of course there is that one really good sword.
So, Rathalos and Baroth.
Yeah, Rathalos, Baroth, and then Hunter King coins, which might be a random coin drop. So the Baroth had a great sword that you could fight it with, so I'm going to do the Baroth one real quick.
Yeah.
I am hoping that this will not take us like 800 hours to complete a single hunt.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, somebody said they're already scaled up. So I'm going in there at a massive disadvantage.
Well, you're scaled up by virtue of being, like, a cool, expert veteran hunter with the highest on the ore tree for sword.
Yeah. Oh, my neck. Oof.
Well, we'll try it once. If it's annoying, we'll spread it out over multiple streams.
Well, potentially. I don't think we're really even going to do it much at all, to be honest. I don't remember if eating actually helps with this, but I'm going to eat just because.
Because you're hungry.
Well, just to make sure, because if it doesn't help at all, fine, whatever, I'm just wasting a couple of points. But if it does help, then I'm definitely gaining some amount of, like, stat boosts. I know the items that you go in with are already set as well, so you can't, like, grab a bunch of potions and go in with more potions.
Your armor is set?
There you go. Yeah, so you can see it. So this is the greatsword setup. It is a Daughtera Blade 2, which has poison on it. It's okay. I can't spin.
Oh, so yeah. I can't tell what that actually is. Is that Radiant?
Diablos, Daughtera Blade. Well, if it's got poison on it, it's probably Radiant. Diablo's Helm, Bone Mail, Puke Vambraces, Puke Coil, Kulu Greaves.
It could be a Puke sword.
A health booster instead of any of the normal stuff that I would take in. Yeah, no charm. 2 potions, a max, well, 10 of each anyway. 2 max potions, 10 well done steaks, a bunch of barrel bombs, some shock traps, some Farcaster. I don't know why they gave me a fucking Farcaster. That's weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
So this is the one that I'm going to go with because this is the great sword.
That's the Puke Puke sword.
Yeah,
It's a higher leveled one, too, because it's got the weird blade.
Is there anything in here? No,
Nope.
there isn't.
They just stuck it all in your inventory when they put you in this outfit.
So what I'm going to do first and foremost is I am going to take that max potion. I'm going to eat a well-done steak.
There he is, off in the distance, tromping around like a
Let's see
horse.
what else. I will get mega potions on my thing, and I will go out and beat the crap out of him for tromping around like a horse. How dare you, sir? Sir? Sir, how dare you?
Rodeo time.
And my cat's not here, notice. It's just me.
Yeah.
Tao doesn't get to come to the arena with you.
It would be too easy.
Probably. He's very muddy right now, despite this not being a particularly muddy area.
Oh, he finds a way.
Yeah, it's weird that he finds a way, is all I'm trying to say.
So this thing's poison effect is much more explicitly like a splash when you hit.
Well, yeah, but it's only because it does more poison damage than my normal weapon does.
Yeah, it's an awakening on your normal one, so it's like an afterthought.
Well, it's an awakening, but it's also, it's a lesser awakening, because I've only got the one... Oh, wow, I'm gonna die already. Holy shit. I've only got the one awaken point on it. I was not expecting this armor to be so low. This was on me. I need to hunt a little bit smarter. I'm being pretty dumb right now, so... You've
been left to... I can't figure out how I want to say this. You're taking it easy because you've gotten so used to being so strong.
No, I'm taking it easy because I earned that strength, but that's fine.
Well, yeah, you earned it, but, I mean, you don't have it anymore.
I guess?
It's your hubris, the hubris of man.
No, it's not even hubris. I don't think that's really hubris.
It's something.
And maybe.
Well, on the right side, they gave you a hella poison greatsword that will...
That really doesn't help too much with Baroth, to be honest.
I mean, he can do poison like everyone.
Yeah, he can be poisoned, but that's not really what I mean.
Okay.
It's not going to help much because it's not like it's going to seal anything on him. It's just going to do poison damage, and I don't think he's super susceptible to it. I think he's just a little susceptible to it. So, like, I don't know. It's not going to be super useful, I don't think.
Japanese is saying Tao is too good. She's the real threat out of you two. You
well,
lost her, and now look at you.
Yeah, fuck you too.
She is the guardian of the Lost Village.
I guess, yeah. Don't want to hit him in the head because he is very armored there right now.
Yeah, and you're not looking for
this is not a good enough sword to go after his head. Yeah, and I'm not really looking to break his thing for any reason. There we go.
Poison's doing like 20 damage per. That's pretty decent. It's usually like 3.
It's not that... What, really?
Yeah, when you do poison with, like throwing knives or whatever.
Oh, well, with throwing knives, sure.
Or when something runs through a poison cup plant, it's usually not 20.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm used to doing about 15 or 20 damage in poison.
Oh, wow.
just saying, like, when my sword does poison, it does do it for pretty good amounts.
Okay.
Let's see here. Come on, guys, stop. Okay, why am I not running again? It's doing that stupid sticky button thing. Oh, it's because I have no fucking stamina at all.
Oh,
okay,
you're water
that's
bloating.
Yeah, that's my problem. I'm water bloat right now.
Water blit.
Yeah, I'm water blit. Okay, not anymore, I'm not, though. Holy shit. Hit him right in the butt. Just try and poison that butt.
Most hits are going to be on his butt. It's dangerous to be near his head.
Honestly, I think most hits are probably going to be on his back if I can help it, but it's harder to run around properly.
I think, realistically, aren't his weak points all in the underbelly? You want to get him in, like, the crotch.
Not really. His armament is kind of weird, because it depends on where his mud is. Because if he's muddied up, he's way stronger than if he's not. Like, his armor changes depending on that.
Yeah, that's true. His elemental shielding changes based on whether or not he's muddy too. He's way weaker to water when he's covered in mud, but way stronger against thunder. Super weird.
It's just kind of the way that it is. This guy is just weird.
Yeah, like, he's taking advantage of the environment, but it also still runs off of Pokemon logic, whereas, like, ground types are strong against electric. It's just kind of silly that covering yourself in ground is enough to get that effect.
Yeah. You'd think it wouldn't really work that way, but it sort of does, and it's like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
Especially because he covers himself in mud. There's water in mud.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, like, we see him do it. He just rolls in the mud in, like, a lake.
Pretty much, yeah. With Baroth, I've noticed it's a good idea to abuse the fuck out of, like, jumping attacks, basically. Because he gives you enough time, usually.
Yeah, he's not a character who can do much for it. Like, he doesn't fly. He's very charge oriented. He wants to run, so he can't handle jump.
Yep. I mean, he can, but, you know.
Not as well
I think he might just have a general sort of, not a weakness, but he might have a lower resistance to being mounted than other monsters do. I'm not 100% sure.
Because he's kind of like a horse or a buffalo.
No, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think it's because he's so low level. Baroth is an incredibly weak monster.
Like, I think it's just because he's vaguely themed like a rhino or a buffalo.
I don't know.
He's kind of just supposed to be like, he's a big, well, he's an insectivore, not an herbivore, but
no,
he's,
not at all.
He's just big dude, won't eat you, will run at you because you're there. It's a rhino.
Eh.
Oof.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as he didn't get me with the big one, that's okay. Okay, but I do care about that. That's really annoying. I really, really hate getting staggered by monsters in this game. Like, I know I've said that before, but it just feels like it comes out so often, and it's like, I don't know how to feel about it.
This is a perfect time to get his tail if you can.
I know.
Like, he's got no mud. There's nowhere even in this area that he can get mud from.
Oh, okay. I was hoping he'd swing his tail over here and I'd be able to get it.
I think it's adorable how when he's trying to do his tail whip, he looks back to make sure he's aiming right.
Oh,
so it kind of looks like he's looking back to get your reaction.
A little bit.
He's like, eat this, and he waves his tail at you, and he looks back to see if you feel insulted.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. I thought that the levers for this were out. They are not.
Oh, I guess not. Maybe that would just be too easy, considering
I guess,
he just
like, maybe
runs
they just don't want you to be able to do that.
Yeah, because, I mean, there you go. That's his big attack, so you'd be stopping that.
Well, yeah, but that's literally just there to give you time between you and the monster, like a full 3 minutes. Just if you need a breather for a second. It's usually included in large-scale arenas. I don't know why it's not included in this one.
I don't know.
I don't think it has anything to do with him having a charge.
Like, it just seems like it would be too easy.
Why am I not running? Fucking hell.
If necessary, we can switch to the other controller.
No,
because
the other controller has
an
equal issue. Yeah, it's the controller over there has camera problems. It's
I've
really
gotten used to
annoying. I'm not sure why this one doesn't want to run sometimes. Like that I feel is more annoying than a camera issue. Because you can watch back some of the episodes where or some of the streams where we're doing this, and it's like, if you see a moment where it's like, why isn't Josh running right now? It's like, that's why.
Yeah, it's never
I
just
think that I am. Well, sometimes it's just that I'm an idiot, but not usually. Usually it's just, I'm hitting the button and nothing's happening. Like right now. I'm holding it down right now and it's not hurt. I don't know how best to explain it. It's just annoying more than anything. I don't even think it's all that troublesome.
You gonna heal soon?
Yeah, soon.
Yeah, I don't mean to backseat.
No, I know you are backseating though.
I wanted to know your strategy, because surely
it's fine.
you have.
I didn't care that I was hurt. It's not that big a deal.
Okay.
Because he's not really doing that much damage. He's really only doing good damage if I'm taking the full force of it, which I'm smart enough not to do. I don't
Whoa.
worry.
Damn.
That's fine. He's a little shorter than I expect him to be.
I guess. He looks big.
He might be like a mid-size Baroth. I don't think he's a very big one.
No, as far as Baroths go, he looks average.
Yeah, right?
I mean, he looks like you wouldn't be able to do an arc over him.
No, I totally am arcing over him, though.
tracks that these guys feel like they should be tameable. Like, specifically, Baroths look like they'd be able to plow a field real good if you domesticated them.
Oh, well, fuck me. Yeah.
And that they would probably domesticate easily enough if you gave them food.
No, come on. Don't do this again.
Oh,
Stop.
He missed.
Yeah, he doesn't like the corner. A lot of monsters don't like it when you get stuck in corners because they don't have anything that is like a very specific, precise hit. Most monsters have very wide hits. You will occasionally get monsters that do not. But with Baroth, he really only has sweeps, so he can really only make attempts because his sweeps have ups and downs of the corners. It's one of those things where it's like sometimes he'll get lucky and he'll be able to hit you if you're in a direct center of a corner, but usually he doesn't. I have noticed that it's one of those monsters that's pretty difficult. Like he finds it hard to hit you if you like that.
Yeah, he is a blunt instrument. He cannot do precision.
Yeah, no, he's not so good at precise.
It's like trying to get a train to go over hurdles in a horse competition. You're not gonna get it. It's not gonna do.
Not really.
You can try. Actually, trains can run off their tracks, right? Like it's
yes,
like,
but it's not a good idea.
But like if perchance you have a train not on a track and you just need it to go forward, it's not like it just doesn't.
I don't know. It might honestly not go. They're designed to run on tracks. They can run off tracks, but you don't want that to happen. That's
yeah.
The worst case scenario for a fucking train.
Yeah, but it's not like my metaphor was so completely out of it that like it would be like 100% not even a thing you could even pretend to think would happen.
No, I guess not. I don't know.
No, it's still because
really
trains can't jump. Never mind.
Yeah, well, trains can't jump, but trains also can't. I'm pretty sure they don't run off their tracks. Like, I think a train off its tracks is considered a crash no matter what the fuck happened.
Even if it just sort of oozes to a stop.
Because
I
don't think that happens specifically. I think that's a thing that doesn't happen. I could be wrong. I don't know trains too good, so.
Me neither.
If people do, like, feel free to correct me on that one.
I guess what we've concluded is that trains don't dream of being horses.
Probably not. I don't think horses dream of being trains either.
No, that is something I could imagine a horse dreaming of.
Maybe.
It's just the horse version of like wanting to be a Gundam pilot or Iron Man.
I don't.
Being a train.
Okay, if you're sure.
Well,
He seems awfully tired. Am I just imagining that?
Well, you've been poisoning him and hitting him in the head and hiding in corners and jumping on him. He's a very tired baby.
I got another jump on him there for a second. What'd you call him, a babysitter?
Yeah.
Aww. He's not a babysitter.
You've been running him ragged.
I was hoping to get the tail there. Actually, does he have a tail carve? I don't
Yes,
even
he
remember.
does.
Okay.
He does.
Okay. Well, it's good to know. Come and get me, big guy.
Just gonna walk by him?
Well, he's gonna try and do some stupid shit anyway, so I'm just gonna pick up a rock.
Alright.
Oh, that was a fun way to kill him. Okay.
God, that just felt unfair.
No, that was fine. I just blew him up, that's all.
I mean, he did kill you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from a city that kind of puts a bit too much importance on trains, too, by the way.
Were you?
I know absolutely nothing about trains.
You were carving him and getting first aid meds.
Yeah, it's because he's in the arena. It didn't occur to me
weird.
at first, but yeah, no, that's an arena thing. So if you're in the arena and you kill a monster and you go to carve it, you will get nothing useful. That is intentional.
Okay. I mean, is that why I won the Hunter King coin?
Yep. So that's why 1 Hunter King, 1 Baroth, 3 life powder, which are useful for online missions almost exclusively, but it's stuff you can make. That's kind of a garbage item. A voucher, 2 vouchers, in fact.
Those are for fancy meals.
And 3 life powders.
Just
yeah,
more
they're 2
life
different kinds
powder.
of vouchers.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Eh,
And then some money.
sure. You don't get research points for killing something that was already captured.
Because it's not even that it's captured, it's that this is an arena mission. This kind of arena mission is less like an arena, big old air quotes, and more like I'd describe these like Colosseum matches. They're supposed to be that sometimes you have people watching you do them. So it's more like you're going down there and you're beating things up for sport.
So it's a Coliseum.
Yeah, like I said, it's a Colosseum.
Yep.
It's not really an arena, although the arenas are still also a thing, and those are kind of very specifically weird on their own.
Honestly, it's kind of weird to be in an arena without people watching.
There was, in 4U, I think there was a quest you could do where you were fighting a bunch of cats in an arena, and it would give you cat paw tickets. And there were cats sitting in stands watching you do it.
Aww.
Like, I don't know why.
Well, it's a good way to inspire you to do your best if the cats are cheering you on.
I guess. Right? So we needed, if I'm not mistaken, it was 4 Baroth coins, and we've only got the 1 now.
Mm-hmm.
So this should give you an idea of how difficult this kind of garbage is to go through and do.
Are you going to try a Rathalos?
3 more of those Baroth, and then 4 Rathalos. I will look at what the Rathalos weapons are, like what the weapons you're allowed to take in there are.
If it's a switch axe, I'll try it.
Yeah, I mean, if you
I'll
want
lose.
to, you can try, but yeah, you better not. Don't you lose? Why are you losing?
I've beaten Rathalos before, but I've not done anything in the arena, so I can't be sure of what's going to happen.
Also, the coins will start unlocking things like the Brigade outfit, which is absolutely amazing. So this we probably got because we picked up a Hunter King coin.
What's the beta version?
So it takes Gamma coins, Monster Hardbones, tzitzi coins, and Hunter King
So a
coins.
Dodogama and a tzitzi. Yeah, okay.
So that's Brigade Alpha, and that's Brigade Beta.
Okay, it's just
This is the traditional
colors.
coloration for this outfit, by the way. This is an outfit that exists in a lot of different games.
You need to at least end up with that hat somehow.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
So
It's
you
a nice
can
hat.
tip it at
like-
the ladies.
No, not for that reason.
Nah, so you can throw it at things.
Yeah,
It
maybe.
swooshes back to you like
I was
a boomerang.
hoping that it would have more than just the Brigade outfit, but it looks like the Brigade outfit is all that they got.
Maybe
for
you
the
just need to
stuff.
get more different coins.
Sometimes Palicos get stuff too.
Oh, we got Basil set.
Enough for Basil set, apparently.
Oh,
That's what the
shit.
Basil set looks like.
This is extremely Digimon.
A little bit. It's a little lion outfit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that being a little Digimon. She's got a pine cone on her back.
Yeah.
Just a flaming pine cone. La Giana set is not that much changed from the low rank.
Eh.
And I wanted to see if they had one that took coins, but they do not. It looks like
Oh, well.
I'm not seeing any coin sets, so
Although it would have been perfectly fitting to have gotten like that musketeer hat, but it would have looked like a Shrek reference.
Yeah.
Especially because Tau is the right colors for Puss in Boots.
So here's the thing. In other games, some of the coin-related armor sets, like the Brigade and I think like Professional Hunter or something like that is one of the other options. You can get those for monsters, but they will take parts from Elder Dragons as well as other things to make. Like 4U had a really good selection of cat armor, and I think it switched over. Like Generations has a really good set of it as well. I'm pretty sure. Where it's just literally, hey, do you just want hunter armor, like traditional, like little musketeer outfits for your cat, but they'll take like really weird required like items to make, and they're not particularly good, but they're okay, and it's like, yeah, sure.
I know we didn't beat Buttercup, but we've picked up Talons. Maybe that's all that happened.
Yeah, we did. We just picked up pieces.
So, Rathalos.
Okay, so I see a Raytheon, a Puku, or it's a
Kuke.
Kuke. That one.
What the?
I don't
Do
have any
these cycle in
Rathaloses.
and out?
They probably cycle, yes. Which means that I might have to... Well, there's a Rathalos there.
You think
I don't know
that's
if I
it?
want to go in with that, to be honest.
Switch axe is an option.
Yeah,
try
but
it.
these monsters are already designed for, like, parties of 4.
We don't gotta if you don't want to see me fail.
And if you go in with a switch axe, we can't switch it. So I won't be able to pick up if you do die or if you want to switch out to me.
I'm gonna leave it up to you, but I'm willing to try it.
Okay, well, we can give it a shot then. Just know that you are being timed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I honestly, like, considering that they let you die like 9 times, go to hold on, eat.
I don't know if that actually helps.
Well, let's be safe.
Oh, okay.
Let's just do attack up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know right now, I'm pretty sure eating doesn't actually help with this.
I'm just gonna say, if I die twice, I'm gonna just quit the mission because I don't want to take up that much time.
Okay.
But we'll see how I do.
Okay. And you can tell me if it feels like the run is off or something like that.
Alright, so... option for switch axe is Kadachi. So that's Thunder, which does decent against Rathalos.
Yeah. I know.
You got Odegar and Male, so that's on par with the Rathalos Male, so it's honestly that's fair. At least for the
You
the
fought
top
Rathalos
one.
before,
Yes,
right?
I have. Andracoil's gonna give me a little bit of fire resistance. Jura Greaves is going to take it away. Vitality Mantle, I've never bothered with that thing, but okay. Bounce Bombs. I probably won't use that. That's not a bad outfit though.
The outfit doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's totally up to you. Remember that there's a tzitzi-ya-ku in here too.
I'm fine with him.
If you can get the screen up between the two of them, that's what they want you to do. Is to raise that gate between the two monsters so that you can fight one at a time.
I don't think that's what I actually want here, though, because tzitzi-ya-ku flashing the Rathalos is actually very useful.
Okay.
As long as I'm not in the way. So let's see. Let's see. There's the rocks.
Yeah, be careful. He is in a very bad mood, clearly.
Well, yeah, he's in jail.
He's also a high-rank Rathalos. I'm not sure if you noticed that or not.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if you've fought Rathalos in high rank yet, but his movements are slightly different from low-rank Rathalos.
Nice.
Yep. You got one of those step-off dropping attacks, or whatever the fuck you want to call those. There are some scatter nuts in that tree, by the way, if you want to hit those when you hit the ground.
I don't know if I'm gonna waste the time looking away from the monsters, honestly. Come on. Just let me do the thing. It takes forever. That was different than I remember.
I don't know.
Maybe it's... Oh god, this isn't a switch axe, this is a charge blade. Okay, their symbols look really similar. I've made that mistake before. I can kind of use a charge blade. Sort of.
Can you? Do you know how the file system works?
No, I don't. I fiddled with it like once.
I admittedly maybe noticed that wasn't a switchblade and didn't say anything.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I should hope so.
You refused to use anything but the great sword, so if this was going to happen, it was going to happen somehow.
There was a chance of it occurring at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm noticing this shoulder button feels different.
Yeah.
Like its spring is not as springy.
Yep. I should point out that, like, even though I do specialize in greatsword and I only ever use greatsword, I am going to point out that I can use charge blade. Okay.
Well, then why are you doing this?
Because you wanted to, so I'm letting you have the chance.
All right.
I want you to be able to
You were just not going to do nothing though.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I kind of didn't want to fight Rathalos and tzitzi-ya-ku either. I felt like that was kind of a weird fight.
Well, it's
he
funny.
didn't like that. He was really mad about it. He was like, how dare you get ready to flash.
I'm not going to attack him while he's down.
He's poisoned, too. And he's getting fireball.
Yeah.
Remember that if you raise the gate on a monster that is over the gate, it does damage, by the way. It's not quite a Dragonator, but it will do some good damage.
Oof. Both of us.
Yeah. He's really only interested in hitting you, so do be aware.
It'll be fine. They're so mad at each other. He can't see shit.
The Rathalos? No, I think it's worn off.
If it's worn off, he hasn't shown it yet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Woo! Again.
Yeah, he's
Don't
gonna
come
spin
after
now.
me, you motherfucker.
He's gonna do his spin because he really likes to do it.
No, he's just running.
Oh, okay.
Nice. I'm just gonna leave you alone because I like you, Daryl. F.
You're because you are on red files, you're just gonna keep bouncing unless you charge those files. So you're gonna want to do your I think it's Y and A at the same time when
I'm gonna
the weapon
heal
down.
though.
And it should put your sword into your shield and then release the files inside the sword, if I'm not mistaken. Both at the same time.
No?
Are you sure?
Well,
Okay.
it doesn't matter now. I'm stunned.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you
Oh,
better
Christ.
do some rolls because you're very hurt. And on fire.
And kicked.
Yeah. No. You're just gonna keep bouncing. You're not gonna do good damage.
Well, I wanted to do the thing you said to do.
Yeah, you don't hit him when you do that.
Yeah, no, but I was in a place where I could hit him, so I should.
No, you can't hit when your files are red. It's
Right?
gonna
Yeah,
bounce.
they gave me antidotes.
Like nonstop. So the way that Charge Blade works is you have files with
Oh,
two
here it
color
comes.
variations and two integers that you need to keep track of. It's the file color themselves and the interior file color. So you're on red right now, which means every single hit you land is going to bounce. You're not going to be able to actually do damage. It's just going to bounce and do almost nothing at all. So what you have to do,
There we go.
yeah, is that, and it'll switch your files.
This makes
over.
sense as a weapon for me. Let's see, does it do No,
And
that's
that's
not
your
the
big
quite,
hit anyway. Don't worry about it.
That's not quite what I was looking for, but
Well,
okay.
now you're back to having your
That's
files.
fine. It's faster.
Okay.
So, like,
Well,
I mean, if I'm
you're gonna
not
wanna
on the
heal,
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting fight. It's different. Whew. Oh, no, you don't.
No, you're just gonna bounce on him again.
And I'm poisoned again.
Yep. Okay.
Well, that's
let me see.
one. Oh, all right, fine.
No, I just want to take it for one so that I can show you what I mean.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All
It's okay.
right,
We have
all right.
9 lives. It's good.
I was gonna quit after taking like 2 because
No,
I
don't
figured
worry
if I
about it.
can't do it, we're not gonna waste the time.
Nah, it's fine. We
right.
might be able to pull this off. We don't know. But I at least want to get some of this stuff going. So check it out. So this is your generic sort of moveset for Charge Blade. It's, everything. You've also got... so that's a big one. Let's see. What am I trying to do here? Is it this?
You don't even know.
No, okay. Give
Yelling
me a
at
second.
me.
Jeez. Okay, hold on. I think I'm hitting the wrong button anyway. Do I mean this? And then this? And then this? Oh, except for now I'm getting blasted in the face. Okay. Cool, thanks, tzitzi-ya-ku.
That's just what he does. Leave him alone.
You fucking he kept me out of being able to do my big thing.
Well,
Fine, whatever.
Daryl is helpful, and you should just
Daryl is
appreciate
not
him.
helpful. Daryl is super not helpful at all.
I like Daryl.
Daryl's terrible.
He's fine.
I would sooner kill Daryl than allow him to stay in this fight.
Dude, he's been stunning the Rathalos for us.
Daryl is... Yeah, and us! The Rathalos isn't even stunned that time.
Sure it was.
No, it wasn't. It was just standing there. It wasn't actually stunned. Its head was behind him, so he just flashed us and no one else.
They've been dropping materials all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but their
he's stunned.
materials aren't actually monster materials right now. They are, whatchamacallit.
Oh, well, that's still fine. They're dropping garbage everywhere.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. I'm not super good with the Charge Blade, but I generally know the makeup of how it's supposed to be played. And then if I do this, I might be able to do the big thing. There it is. So that's me using a file. Charge Blade kind of functions like Greatsword, or at least I play it like Greatsword, where it's hit and run. And when you are high on files, that I think is how you're supposed to do it, and then low on files, you're supposed to get in there and play it like you would a shield and sword a little bit. Not really. It's supposed to be almost like the shield and sword equivalent of switch axe.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
See, so I was having no trouble with Daryl, but trouble with the weapon, and you've got it the other way around.
A little bit.
You just gotta know. Like, I rarely actually get into the stun zone for the tzitzi-ya-ku flash. Like, I just roll towards him, and that's usually enough.
And he killed me instantly.
Yeah. We doing how I said and we quitting?
I'd like to take another shot at it because
Okay,
I feel like I was getting some good stuff going on.
Yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, by the way, there's a meter on the side of the sword.
Huh.
So that's 3
It's kinda
files on it and yada yada yada. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do a little bit more intensely.
God, I'm looking at the chat now. Fapneys was trying to tell us that's not a damn switch axe. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at the chat.
It's fine, don't worry.
The symbols are similar enough that I've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
It's
see,
real
do I want
weird.
to do this and then roll out of it? Yes, I do. And then do this and maybe the other one real quick. No, okay.
I just want to watch them go at it sometimes.
Sometimes.
It gets him even in the butt. He was only, like, his tail was in range.
Oh, I missed. Totally and completely fucking missed.
Yep.
Oh, that was my bad. That was a pretty good flash, too. Daryl got him good. And then he made the chicken noise again. Oh.
Daryl is a chicken.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is a move that
Get down.
Rathalos mostly does once he's, like, extra mad, right?
I think so. It's high level Rathalos, or high rank Rathalos, rather, I think does that a lot more than low rank does. Wow, did we both get flashed?
Yeah.
Damn. There we go.
Get his
Kinda wanted
tail.
on him. His tail is not going to help. It'll help just strictly because he won't have it anymore. But actually carving monsters, like I said, is kind of pointless in the arena.
Yeah, that's true. It's just my instinct is cut the tail.
I know, it's my instinct too, but it's really not as good as you'd think. Come on, go down, damn it.
It would have been cool if you could have mounted them one after the other.
I was thinking about it, but yeah.
Oh well.
Oh,
Yeah, I
dear.
need
He's gonna
to-
blow fire. He's gonna blow fire. Damn it.
I need to try just on my own account some charge blade
1, 2,
stuff.
3. Yeah, Charge Blade is it's a slightly different weapon than people expect it to be. It's more difficult than you'd think, but less difficult than it feels when you first pick it up. When 4U came out, Charge Blade was first introduced in that game. And it was really, really unusual, and people weren't sure what the fuck to make of it, and it was all over the place. And that game kind of tried to make a big deal out of the Charge Blade's more popular sibling.
You're on fire still.
Yeah, I noticed. That's not what I wanted. Damn it. Stop. Okay. I thought that was a mega potion. It was a bounce bomb.
Where the hell did that bounce? Did it just
I don't
land
know.
outside the
It
arena?
probably took off and just bounced somewhere else. I don't care.
Okay.
They were more interested in the Charge Blade's better-known brother, which is the Insect Glaive. The Insect Glaive was introduced in the exact same generation, and it was a way more popular item. Here, take this. Oh, damn. Those are for actually knocking him out of the air, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I don't use them, but
Yeah,
I know what
I
they
don't really
are.
use them very often either, so
They
I
seem
I
imprecise.
forget. Yeah. They're super imprecise, actually. You basically have to be directly under the monster to hit him, too, which is a big pain in the ass. I'd rather just not do it, ultimately. Like,
Yeah. Same.
let's see. What else do I
Especially when you have slingers, you can just try and annoy him down.
Ooh, poison knife. That could be interesting. Let's see.
You gotta put him in the slinger.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try and hit him with rocks real quick. Switch over to the poison knife. Right in the butt. I actually want to hit him in the head with this, but it's real hard to hit a Rathalos in the head.
Not so hard.
It's harder than it should be. Ah, crap. Okay, come on. Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. No! Okay, there we go. Good.
Noticing that the armor pigment colors have transferred over to this temporary armor.
Yeah. Yeah, they have. I am gonna get hit so hard.
Yeah, and Daryl did nothing to you.
No, he really... Daryl didn't do a goddamn thing. This was not Daryl's fault.
Yeah. It's... Oof.
Yeah, it's fine. He just kicked me, that's all. It's good.
Pour one out for our fallen brother Daryl.
Yeah, right? Poor Daryl. At least he isn't dead, though.
Yet.
Not yet, anyway.
Even if he survives this, you have to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the scatter nuts.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm just gonna take some of these so that I can scatter nut him instead. It'll distract him a little bit more often, and it'll probably stagger him a bit too, because I like scatter nuts because they do the little staggers on monsters like the crystal bursts do, so you can just stop them from being in the middle of doing something stupid. And it's super useful if it's like this, because hey, guess what? tzitzi-ya-ku's gonna do this shit. I can stop the Rathalos from being able to hit the tzitzi-ya-ku for a split second, and that might be enough time for the tzitzi-ya-ku to instead do the thing that tzitzi-ya-ku is doing.
He has a name, Josh.
Yeah, alright, fine. Daryl. He'll do the thing that Daryls do.
Not all Daryls. If we find one out in the field, I don't know what the fuck his name is.
Alright, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say then. Ah, Daryl's really kicking me in the head, though. It's annoying.
I don't say that things that you do are things that all Joshes do.
I mean, they might be, though. Breathing is something I'm pretty sure most Joshes do.
But not all
Living
people who
Joshes.
breathe are called Joshes.
No, but not everything that kicks is a Daryl.
Yeah, it's just not every tzitzi-ya-ku is Daryl.
I don't know, I'm just
He
saying.
has brothers, remember?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, and they're not all named Daryl. We used to use the Daryl joke a lot in... Oh, hey.
Yeah, there's his tail.
In our first LP, the Digimon Data Squad one, we decided that anytime someone seemed to be an imposter of another character, they were named Daryl. That is, if we never pointed out, an Aqua Teens reference.
Yeah, I don't really know why we need to point it out, but yeah, it's an Aqua Teens reference.
There's a lot of shit that we say that probably makes no sense. If you don't know what we're saying, and it's not just me making shit up, check if it's an Aqua Teens reference, and then check if it's a Homestar Runner reference.
Yeah, those are usually the two big ones.
Yeah.
Vitality Mantle is a weird thing. Okay. I think you can actually climb this? Oh, you can't climb it all the way up. Okay, well,
whatever.
fair enough.
That would take forever anyways.
Yeah, not as long as you'd think, but yeah.
Can you? No?
No, I think I'm just stuck on this side. Whoops.
Huh.
Well, oopsie doodles.
Can you shoot through it? Probably
Can I
not.
run up this part of it because there are more spikes here? No?
You can just
Okay.
shove yourself into the spikes?
Well, maybe you could just hook on and climb the spikes. I don't know. I thought I could get on the other side, but apparently I can't. So I guess we're just stuck over here until it goes down again. I think it's only up for about a minute, but still.
You could try and show me
I
the
can't
Charge
shoot
Blade
through.
stuff.
Okay, well, Charge Blade in general has a secondary set that is, on a normal weapon, and even on Charge Blade, it's block, but when you're blocking, you can press different buttons to do transformations or untransformations, or in some cases you can do things like this, which totally puts your vials into your sword or your shield. And that's blocking with B also. And then you can do things like this, which are the bigger version of that, and then you can hit things when you're in that mode to do your bigger techniques. Because this thing actually has supers that it can throw out.
Yeah, I'm gonna not
Very
remember.
confusing.
But
yeah,
yeah,
Charge Blade is a weird weapon.
But it has a block. I'm not used to having a block.
Yes, it does.
So, I mean, obviously it's got a shield on it.
Yeah, well, it's a big old shield and sword with, like, anime transformations for some weird reason.
James Mason's asking about bonus stage references. You have no idea. When we first started doing LP stuff and had to do audio, we would do sound checks, make sure the mic's working. Anytime Josh would ask me to say something into the mic, I would just say that everyone knows that audio mechanics tamper with the battery. So you have to go back to them in a week.
Yeah.
You can't do jack because they're, you know, tied to the mafia.
I really hope we kill the Rathalos without killing the tzitzi-ya-ku first, so that I can just deal with the tzitzi-ya-ku at my own pace.
So that you can apologize to Daryl?
No, that's not something that... Oh, wow, he got flashed out of the air.
Yeah, that's why the tzitzi-ya-ku's here, so that this happens.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help me if he's also, like... If I'm also flashed, it super doesn't help me. Just saying.
Yeah, I know. That's why you gotta be, like, in range of not getting flashed. Like, I swear, you just roll towards a tzitzi so that, like, your face is, like, you're kissing him behind the ear and he can't flash you. Oof, there he goes.
Yeah, fair enough. And he's still breathing fire, because even when Rathaloses are flashed, they do that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. He's gonna hit something and destroy something. He doesn't care what. He's not trying to protect anything.
Fucking hell. Yeah, I hate that. Okay, the one thing that Rathalos does that always blows me away that it's allowed to do it is that thing where it will roar sometimes and immediately shoot a fireball. So if you're staggered from the roar, it'll just immediately hit you in the face. You'll just get a massive ball of flame.
Did you just run into that?
Kinda. I ran into the tail of it, so I didn't actually take damage.
Alright.
But you'll just immediately take a fireball to the face after he basically stuns you for a split second. It's really fucking weird.
Daryl's hungry. He's drooling. He's getting tired.
Yeah, well, he can't do diddly shit, so...
Oh, yeah, I know.
Nobody here is gonna eat. I'm the only one with food.
And you're not sharing.
Yeah, and I ain't sharing my lunch. I don't care how much Daryl asks for it. My lunch is not, you know, for Daryl.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh,
I don't know what... Oh, they eat flying wyverns. So I don't think
so, yes.
I don't think there's anything you have that he wants.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever a chance that he would want my lunch.
Actually, I mean, your well-done steaks are made out of things.
Yeah, they're made out of herbivores.
You can get raw meat off of the little bird wyvern thingy.
Alright, well, they're probably not the same, though.
Yeah, if it's cooked, it might not be as good for you.
Yeah.
Might be bad for digestion.
Probably is. For him, anyway.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck you, dude.
So there really isn't an upswing with the charge blade the way there was with like my switch axe.
Okay, so there kind of is, but I'm not super used to the charge blade's moveset.
That's kind of hitting up, but it's a slow move with some setup. Yeah, I kind of get
fuck. They have very specific combinations that they do, and almost everything you're going to do with the charge blade is based on just getting that main charge down and making it work. I think it's been simplified from the earlier games. I want to say 4 and Generations and Generations U all have secondary levels for the charge as opposed to just the main charge, which is what it is now, I'm almost positive, that are these really intense and incredibly difficult to get to things that are people used to refer to it as you have your super, which is just your normal charge blade, like, oh, I'm gonna hit you, and then you have your ultra, and your ultra was this big old gigantic explosion technique you could do. It was like super fucking intense.
getting good damage in.
Yeah, it's because I'm using up files.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. He was coming right after me.
You see, the longer we do this fight, the more you like Daryl. You know it's true.
Yeah, but he's still kind of annoying.
I mean, lots of people are annoying and we still love them.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Like everyone I've ever met on your side of the family.
Okay, if you want to be a horrible jerk, sure, yeah. Jeez.
Okay, in contrast, the people you've met on my side of the family have either been my sister, who was
well, shoot.
she was very
Dumb?
not good at things, or my dad, who is basically anything he says or does sounds incredibly shady, even when he's joking.
Yeah. Well, that was on Daryl. I didn't hit the Rathalos in the way that I was hoping.
It dead?
Is he dead?
Yeah,
he did. So
Thank
now
you,
it's just
Daryl.
Daryl. Sorry, Daryl, but now you have to die. This is the death of Daryl.
Yeah, everyone you've met on my family has been extremely annoying. Now you met my brother. He grew out of being annoying, I think, or at least he pretended to when he came and visited us. But he was the most annoying, stupid fucking kid. But then he went to the Air Force. Maybe they beat it out of him.
Oh, come on. I hate that. You used to be able to dodge flashing by falling off of ledges. I guess you can't do that anymore, and it's really weird. It used to be that if you fell off a ledge like that, you'd hit the ground and then get back up, and you wouldn't be staggered. And I guess you doesn't work anymore.
I don't know. I mean, that makes less sense than blocking it.
I guess.
Blocking you could be covering your face.
Maybe. Okay, tzitzi-ya-ku time.
Daryl time. There's not much he can do. He's been taking quite a few hits from that Rathalos. He's pretty much not gonna put up that much of a fight. He's actually really lucky his flashers haven't been damaged at some point during this.
Yeah. Oop, well, fuck. Let's see here. Gotcha.
Yeah, and he's tired. He was sitting there for a second. See, if you see that, you're safe.
Yeah, but Greatsword doesn't have as good a roll with the weapon out as a lot of other ones do. Charge Blade has multiple kinds of dodges, and they're all pretty quick.
Yeah, well, the idea is you roll towards him. Like, you're fine where you are. Usually. Sometimes it's hard to tell for sure, but that's usually the same.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oof. He might get this win in on you just out of your sheer exhaustion.
Yeah, we'll see.
Holy shit, the flash stops the potion!
Yeah, I'm
Daryl.
aware. See, this is why I don't like potions in World. They're not quite the same as they are in other games. It's, I would describe the potions in this as being the difference between, like, drinking Estus in Dark Souls 1 versus drinking Estus in Dark Souls 2. The potion is a long healing process, rather than being, like, an immediate thing, and it's like, oh, I'm healed the moment I hit the button. It's like, no, it's, you have to fucking deal. There. Fucking hell.
There. Well,
Goddamn Daryl.
I helped slightly.
Kinda.
Slightly.
Yeah. So that's just basically what Charge Blade is, and that's most of the reason why I don't like using it.
Yeah, I'm
it's
noticing.
not bad or anything. It's just you have this, and then you want to do this a lot so that you can charge shit up, and then you want to be able to do your big one.
It's not like the Switch Act where you switch and you're in that mode and you stay in that mode. It's like you connect them and disconnect them in like one move sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, so that gave me 2 tzitzi-ya-ku coins and no Rathalos coins.
What the fuck?
That happens. That is not super uncommon. So the problem is that these things are terrible. Arena quests are actively kind of awful, in my opinion. I've never really been a big fan of the arena.
Your harvest box is
I know,
full.
I'm aware. It's just one of those things where it's like it's not great. It's fun going in there if you're with a bunch of friends, because that's challenging and interesting, and honestly, if you go in there with a bunch of friends, you're probably going to beat the monsters in about 5 minutes. But if you're going in by yourself, it's just kind of here I am, fighting a monster that's 4 times as strong as it should be, and I'm not even getting the items I want, even though I should totally be getting the items I want, like, right the fuck away. And it's just annoying.
Do you still have a quest to expand your harvest box?
Yeah, I probably have a ton of them.
Okay.
I just don't want to do them.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see, did the Argosy come back, or is this him before he leaves? I think this is him before he leaves.
Yeah,
it's him
there we
before he leaves. Okay.
So what's next on our plate?
I'm going to go sell a bunch of items, and then we'll see if there's anything else I can make now that I picked up tzitzi-ya-ku coins, which were coins that I did not have prior.
Yeah, they gotta be useful for something.
Yeah, I don't want to be like the guy who does the incredibly boring stream where we are doing coins non-stop. Because, like, I don't dislike the concept of doing a bunch of those sometimes, but it's like, I don't want that to be an entire stream. I feel like people would hate that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same reason although you want to get the entire Nergigante set, haven't been
I'm not
doing
going
it
to do
non-stop.
a stream where it's like 8 Nergigantes in a row. No, that's
Yeah.
boring and annoying.
Yeah, and why
Nobody
we didn't...
wants to deal with watching me do that.
We did not get the entire Jagras Greatsword line because you would have had to... Great Jagras are kind of boring to watch over and
it's a
over.
little boring to watch me fight.
Are we
like,
going
Great
to do
Jagras
one of
nonstop.
those?
Yeah, we could probably do one of those.
Yeah, like you'll see what you need in the blacksmith.
Yeah, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
What is my money at?
$1 million.
289,000. Okay, that's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. Fabnese is telling us to kill Buttercup. And yeah, we kind of gotta.
I mean, that's a little... It's a little overdue. I should definitely kill Buttercup.
Yeah.
Let me really quickly just make sure that I don't have any new armor. Because I might, and if I do, it'll be interesting to see. Not seeing any.
Is there any chance that there's Palico stuff?
I'm gonna check anyway, so...
Because there was no tzitzi-ya-ku Palico armor, but maybe you needed coins for it for some
No,
bizarre reason.
that's not usually how that works.
Yeah, I don't think it is. It's just weird.
No, it probably just means that the tzitzi-ya-ku coins are used in a different upgrade equipment thing. Like maybe the switch axe takes tzitzi-ya-ku coins to make or something like that. Like I mean, we can even check right now. So, where's the switch axe? What does the switch axe take for the big one? Okay, that's going to be the one that takes coins, which is right. Does the switch axe not even have a coin one?
Sure it does.
I don't
It's
see
gotta.
it.
No?
No, I don't see one.
There's the Devil Joe.
Yeah, I don't actually see a Switch Axe coin version.
Huh.
It could be that I don't have certain things leveled up in such a way. Like maybe you need to bring a certain weapon up to a point for the coins to show up, but I don't
Maybe.
know. Because
What
I
do we
mean,
need
in all
for
fairness,
Jagger's Blade?
like if we're to be totally and completely real here, if it takes use of weapons, I'm not going to have used those weapons.
Yeah.
The ruiner of my aesthetic down there is that large bow gun mission. Or no, sorry, that's a bow mission even. Because I did that one mission where I had to go out and get the Kelby stuff.
I guess it doesn't count that I went out with a switch axe a few times because it was an expedition.
I have no
Okay.
idea. Anyway, yeah, if I wanted to upgrade that one sword, the
Jagras.
Jagras. There we go.
Great Jagras Claw.
Claw Plus, which I only need 2 of, and then I have it. Mm-hmm. And then...
An additional 8 on top of that, and you'll be fine.
Yes.
We won't do, like, 10
Yeah, we won't do, like,
Claws,
10
but
Great Jagrases, but we'll do a couple. That's
you usually
fine.
get more than one claw.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Claw Plus anyway, so who cares? And we're going to be doing the Plunder Blade and the other one, although that's mostly treasure, but still.
Yeah. Still, you do enjoy treasure.
Yeah, I do. It's fun.
You're like a
Let's
dragon
see.
rolling around in it.
Optional's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this, and then I want to find tzitzi.
Great
Sorry,
Jagras.
not tzitzi-ya-ku.
Yep.
Great Jagras.
It's
Is this the right
6
one?
star,
Yep,
yes.
that's the one I'm looking for.
You only have one left in that mission,
I
so you'll
know.
have to go get... I mean, there's probably like 5 of them in the
I would not be
investigations
surprised.
pile.
There's probably a ton of them, yeah. Okay. So I'll do the... Oh, you know what? I'll get a little bit of food in me. I'll pay with points.
But you've got so much zenny.
I know I do. That's fine. Resources are, more useful here. I like the concept that they needed 2 forms of currency here after the first one failed. Like, they were like, oh, we used to function without currency at all. And then it's like, oh, and then we realized that we needed currency, so we brought in 2 different forms of currency. And it's like, what happened to your utopia here, you guys? Because you remember there was that guy who tells us at the beginning that they started out originally without currency, and then they introduced the resource system, and then they introduced just straight up money.
And it's the same money they use back on the mainland. So it's like they're just like we know how money works. Let's just acknowledge it.
Yeah, let's just do money here, I guess.
Especially since they were probably making occasional boats back to the mainland to sell shit they found.
They probably would have been, yeah.
Yeah, like, before we got the Argosy, it wasn't happening as much, but, like, that captain was going back and forth at least to send retiring
Mail.
first and second fleet guys back.
Yeah. Well, he was also I think he was the guy who was delivering letters.
Yeah, the guild's
Because, the guild had a bunch of stuff where the guild was sending us stuff, so, I don't know.
Yeah, so clearly there was something going on. They would have had the opportunity to get money. They would have needed to keep a certain amount of money around in order to buy supplies for their way back to Astera. So it's like, hey, there's just money. Let's just go ahead and use the money. We've got it. Like, pass some of it out to all the hunters when they do stuff.
Well, everybody uses Zenny in the Capcom universe.
Yeah.
In every Capcom universe, by the way. Even in Street Fighter, they use goddamn Zenny. It's Mega Man and Street Fighter and Monster Hunter and technically...
There he is.
Technically, all of the Dragon Ball Z games, I think, use Zenny as well.
Well, Dragon Ball uses Zenny anyways.
Yeah, which is weird. I don't know.
No, it's just... I think there was just, like, an older form of currency in Japan that was just called Zenny before Yen was a thing.
I mean, maybe. I'm not entirely aware of this.
I think that's just what it is. Like, it's kind of like how they had their own units of measurement and they had their own increments of stuff because, like, back in ancient Japan, it's like, why would they use the same thing everyone else?
Yeah,
Metric wasn't real. Like, maybe some other past government's currency was just called the zenny, and they just don't use that anymore. That's the way I've always assumed it. I never looked it up.
I don't think that's actually what it is, but that's fair.
I just never looked it up. I mean, it's weird to us because, like, American money's just always been the dollar, I think.
I don't even know if that's true. I know we used notes for a while, like just general sort of...
Did we used to use shillings at any point?
I don't think we used shillings.
Are shillings a thing that even,
yeah,
like,
in
England
fact,
uses?
they're used now, yes.
How much does a shilling...
It's not a lot.
Hi.
What up, Buttercup?
You gonna fight him?
I'm gonna try and avoid Buttercup for a little bit here.
Okay.
Because she's clearly going after him, so...
Yeah, just gonna...
They don't want nothing to do with me, so I don't want nothing to do with them. Oh, that's not something I want to be in the middle of, though.
You want nothing to do with it.
Not that specifically, yeah.
I'm surprised that Jagras is still alive through that.
Yeah, me too. She's on top of my fucking money, though.
Yeah, you need them zenny drops.
I do. Or at the very least, I want them. That's what you get, Buttercup.
Hitting Buttercup on the explosives should trigger the explosives.
You'd think so, but they don't, and it's really weird. You'd think that just by hitting her in the face, you'd be able to trigger those explosives.
Yeah.
Her explosives don't affect her either, which is really annoying because
yeah, it is.
that should affect the other monster. Like, I don't know. It just seems strange.
Well, you got a scale. I don't know.
Trying to get this money piles. Give me my fucking pirate booty, damn it. That's all I want right now.
You've got at least one claw off of these drops.
I know.
So, I mean, that helps with the Jagras stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy, they're red.
Yeah, well, it's just because she's pissed off.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, probably not. They should just explode, though, off of her like this. Like, I don't know why they don't. It's really annoying, actually.
And they have there's a state wherein they're taken off of her, so they're just weird little stumps.
Yeah.
But then they rowing back, and it's like they just kind of floosh in. They're really weird.
Yeah, I don't quite get Buttercup. Buttercup's anatomy confuses me a little.
She's magic, but whatever.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Just basically magic here.
She's weird and majestic in a way that I'm surprised she's not an elder dragon.
Yeah, you know what? That's one of the things that also kind of threw me off, is I sort of expected Basil Goose to be an elder dragon.
Yeah, it doesn't have the extra
isn't.
limbs, but...
No, it doesn't.
Like, it looks like it could have easily had them and it would have worked fine.
Yeah, like a tiny little pair of arms up at the front or something stupid
Maybe.
like that.
Use them to pull off its own grapes and throw them at you?
Yeah. Can you imagine that? It's just Basil Goose with teeny tiny little arms up in the front, like little stick arms, and they're just pulling them off, wiggly.
Yeah. As opposed to having to shake her neck.
Yeah. It's like,
This is nightmarish. Look how many there are.
I know. That's fine.
Does
I just want to get my
water,
goddamn...
Like,
No,
the
water doesn't do anything. No.
Man, but
Yeah, I
like, it
just
would be
wanted to
nice if
heal.
it just made her not able to use them for a while.
Ah, fuck, I messed up. A little farther off than I thought I
Oh, that Aptonoth is screwed. Oh,
Damn it.
No, no. That Aptonoth
was. She
flew.
just taken off? Where you even going, Basil Goose?
guess.
I'm gonna go kill that Basil Goose.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let this stand.
Oh, it's being asked about Dragon Quest XI. I haven't, like, I know it exists, it just came out.
Released to almost no fanfare in the West whatsoever.
I'm big on Dragon Quest. I haven't played these.
Fucking love Dragon Quest. That's basically my favorite franchise ever.
Yeah, it's dear to our hearts. Haven't played the new one. Didn't want to buy it yet. We'll wait a little while. It's fine.
Yeah.
Definitely excited though. I remember seeing stuff about how they basically just gave Toriyama a bunch of prompts for what they were going for story-wise for the characters, and then just let him come up with the actual visuals himself.
Yeah, he does that every so often.
Yeah, it's just like, we want the main character to have like this personality trait and be this kind of guy, and then they let him do what he wanted. Because it's like, if you don't let Toriyama do what he wants, it just, everyone has a less good product.
Yeah, it makes you look like a dick when you don't do what he... Like, if you don't give him some modicum of artistic control, it just makes you look like an asshole.
Yeah, and when you let him do it, like, good, he comes up with good things.
Yeah, he usually comes up with some pretty okay stuff.
Yeah. Thank goodness she can't drop pine cones when she roars.
Yeah. That would be a little bit unfair, but sure, yeah.
Yeah. She's...
Right in the
Is she
face.
tired?
She might be? I'm not really sure. She's been dropping a lot of, stuff, like materials, for some strange reason.
Because you're supposed to, like, have a long period of time where you don't really fight her. You just sort of, like, avoid her and then maybe get one thing off her.
Well, I mean, that might be part of it, yeah.
Yeah. Does Devil Joe not drop stuff that
Devil
way?
Joe almost never drops anything, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
This
not
is a
really how
little
Devil Joe
different.
does. Aw, damn, come on. Oh, and she just did a hop, too. It wasn't even like an I'm getting away jump. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm staggered. I can't do a goddamn thing. I'm trying desperately, and it's just not coming out. Nothing was happening.
Oh, that was a weird way for that to work.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Rolling up the ledge and then getting stopped halfway.
Yep.
So it looked like you just did a
Everything about
cartwheel into the ledge.
Everything about that was a little busted.
Yeah.
It didn't look so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm dead. I am super dead. There is no way. Yeah.
Rewards decreased to 0. There was no tries on that?
No, I guess not.
Huh, I didn't know
It was just a great Jagras, and I went
Yeah.
after a Basil Goose, so... Oh well. I guess what I'll have to do then is that I'll just, if I want to fight a Basil Goose, I'll just go in and fight a Basil Goose. It'll
Go
just be
into
a normal
Expedition?
mission or something, yeah.
Did they give us a mission to
Nope,
fight?
they've
No?
never given us a mission to fight one. Not to my
Oh.
knowledge.
I mean, there might be and we just didn't notice.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty possible, to be totally and completely honest, but I'm a little pissed off, I gotta be honest. Like, I'm a little bit pissy about that.
Well, let's see what our quests are.
I really wanted to go and just kill that fucking Jagras and get it over with. And that Basil Goose showed up and it really didn't sit well with me. Is that? No, that's Radian. I don't know what Basil Goose even looks like on here.
None of those look like it.
None of those. No, I don't think they've ever given this a mission.
Huh. Very strange.
Yep. I don't care. I don't know. I'm just angry now.
Is our investigation still there? Because it was
I don't think.
uncompleted?
I don't know. Probably not. We probably,
Let's see.
because we only had the one left that was the option for that.
Ah, that's true. It's not there.
And it's not here anymore. So we wasted that last Jagras investigation we had too. Fucking hell.
Well, it's not like you can't get more.
I even used a fucking voucher on that too.
Oh, that is annoying.
I'm so angry actually. Like that really, really doesn't sit good with me. I'm not okay with that.
We may have Buttercup investigations. That's true. That might show up.
I don't even care. Like, I really wasn't looking forward to fighting Buttercup for that. I just saw her and got pissed off and was like, fine. And now it's like, oh, extra angry.
It'll be okay. Let's see what they give us.
I don't know. There's some more Jagras in here, thank God.
Of course there is. That one's easy. There is Hunt Basil Goose.
Yeah, but it's multiple things.
No, there was one that was just Basil Goose.
Was there one that was just Basil Goose? Oh, it's this one. Okay.
What is the one that's... Oh, God, that's too many
Yeah.
things. Ugh.
That's why I didn't click it.
Yeah.
I saw the Basil Goose, but I saw everything else first, so... Slay Shamos. There's another oh, no, not the twos.
Yeah.
That's probably all I really want right now. Alright, let's just go in and we'll do a fucking... I don't know. We'll do an investigation wherein I will hunt the Jagras.
And leave the other stuff alone?
Just leave the other stuff alone for a bit. And I've got like the one voucher. I'm really pissed off about that.
It's okay, it's fine.
I'm so mad.
It's okay.
No,
it's okay.
It's not.
You
It's
probably,
not okay.
You probably picked up enough like claws just from hitting the last one that you'll be okay.
I don't know. Oh, good. And they're just letting me go in, the middle of nowhere again.
This is Jagger's country.
This happens every fucking time too. This happened in the last one. Yeah, it does. It happens a lot. For me, I don't know. Have you not
This
happened?
time,
It
no.
happened very often to you.
No, not really. This is convenient though.
This is only okay. This is actually not that convenient because this is a very tight space for me as well. I can't really get my combos off right. And if... Oh, yeah, and he's going to stick me in this here. I knew it. I'm getting stuck in the tunnel because I'm trying to fight it in a closed space.
Well, he's about to head out into the open space. Well, if you hit him, he's going to want to come back towards you. Oh, we got a Tail Raider Jagras. That'll probably not help that much, but...
Probably not.
He barely fits in this space, my goodness.
And 1, 2, and do a cartwheel. There
Nice.
we go.
He dropped like 5 globs of gold magma.
2, 3, hit. Okay, nope. And you know those Jagrases are going to be in my fucking way if I try and get anything, because they all have collision.
Yeah. It's an iguana
Fight
party.
me in here already. Jesus. I'm going to have to go back for that gold, though.
Not that you really need it.
No, I want it, though. I really want
Is
that
this
gold.
secretly your one great weakness was your greed for
money?
gems
Maybe.
and glitter?
Maybe. Maybe a little bit.
It's just odd is all that you're that
I don't
set
know.
on them.
I think it's fun.
Of course you do.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Of course. You need the shinies.
1, 2, 3. A big hit, and then 1, 2, and then I'm going to do the cartwheel in the wrong direction. Because he's already behind me.
Yeah. It's probably
1,
mostly
2,
dead.
3. Oh, he's super dead. I'm just trying to get rid of him now.
Nice.
There we go. Some more money. big hit with the 1, 2, 3, and then, damn it, he moved.
Might as well pick up some gold.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go around and pick it up now because he's on his way back. By the way, he's just gonna walk out of the zone, do a U-turn, and come back in.
And hope that you're not there, which
No,
you are.
Honestly, I don't even think he's hoping that we're not here because I've seen the Great Jagras do this really stupid thing where he'll walk out of his zone and then immediately just turn around and walk back in. Like, there's no way the monster thinks you're not in here. It's just, oh, well, I have to sleep in one space anyway, so now I've got to go there. A lot of this gold was lost. There was a lot more in this tunnel.
You're being accused of being Spyro the Dragon.
I am not Spyro the Dragon. How dare you?
Well, you do like gems. Do you like dragonflies?
I'm not a big fan of dragonflies. Where'd he go?
Well, I mean, that kind of proves you're not Spyro the Dragon.
I hate this Great Jagras.
You're in the wrong direction. This is that one annoying
Where does this go?
one. I think you want to go down the other one.
Which other one?
Okay, straight from where you are.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
He didn't go that way, though. I would have seen him.
They loop around.
What a gigantic jerk.
He went in the back door hoping he would trick you. See? It's right there.
Fine, whatever.
There.
I don't like that the shinies like disappear over time though. Like that's a normal thing. That's always been a thing in Monster Hunter. But it's like, I feel like ever since we started playing this, it feels like some of them disappear faster, and I'm not sure if that's the case, or if it's just I feel like they should last longer, and I'm just being a whiny baby.
I don't know. I don't have a direct comparison to how long it lasts in other games.
Also, no, I didn't eat. Somebody asked in chat. I did not eat. I just walked in here.
Well, I mean, it's
I kind of expected to be able to eat at the camp, and then they didn't take me to the camp.
Yeah, whichever. Distractment.
Distractment.
It's too bright in their cave now. I'm mad and confused.
Oh, hey, it's a Devil Joe.
Fucking, what do you want, sir?
He wants to fuck shit up and take names, and he doesn't understand
How
when you
is
give him
he
a name.
even in this cave?
He went in there to eat the Great Jagras's body.
To take it, friend. We don't want it. We've got what we want.
Well, typically that's fine, but if he's in that cave and, like, you haven't carved yet, that's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
And he will do that all the ding-dong time.
Can't wait to see Basil Goose and Devil Joe fight.
Yeah, I bet it'll happen, but we haven't had a situation in which they've both shown up in the same area yet.
Oh, 5 quests and 6 star. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah,
Research
some armor
point,
spheres.
advanced armor spheres. Yeah, that's fair.
Whatever.
Speaking of, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go spend some armor spheres.
Yeah, we haven't done that in a
Yeah,
while.
I have not done that in forever.
Yeah, is your
should
eye
probably
pouch
do that.
maxed out?
I think the last time I had the chance, the eye patch didn't have the ability to have armor spheres put into it.
Huh.
I don't know if it will now, but there is a chance it will, so I'm going to check either way.
The Wiggler hat only takes like 4 levels of armor upgrade, which is less than most things.
I know. The problem with the Great Wiggler, with
The
the
Great
Wiggler hat, is that the Wiggler hat, when you do upgrade it, does not upgrade to very much extra defense. Okay, let's see what we got here.
It says upgrades remaining 3, so what, 3 levels?
Maybe. Yeah, well, it only goes up to 4, so... Each one of these is 240, and it's 80 to get up per level. What's 80 times 3?
2,400.
240. Yeah, that's actually perfect. So those are perfect.
Yeah, actually.
Good, okay. Nice. I'm okay with that.
Stay that way.
Yeah, stay that way, please. Let's see, this one takes 80 to level up, 80 to level up, 80 to level up. And that'll bring that one up to 76 as well, which is really cool for the skull, but honestly I haven't been using it lately, so maybe I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it. Okay, fuck this. Tree, please. Okay, there we go. Let's see. This is good armor, and I like it, so I'm going to go ahead and level this up a little. Let's see, what Does that say 120? Oh, and that's only 40 points. So that actually... To put the first one in gives me 2 levels, so then if I can get something that does...
Well, the armor sphere above that does 20 points, so you might as well.
Yeah. So then I do 2 of these instead.
Yeah.
There we go. And then I'm not wasting anything.
Yep.
Just gotta figure things out, I guess, for some weird reason. Alright.
So is 4 just the max level? I thought they went higher than that for some other things.
Some of them do, and some of them do not.
Okay.
It depends. Everything kind of just depends.
Sure.
Let's see. 66 on that, 64 on that. Eventually I'm going to want everything up anyway, so I may as well here.
Yeah.
Up 40 for the next, and then it only goes up to that, so then we'll do 2 more of these. Then 1 of these, like that. Again, and that's perfect, fine, whatever. I've got the money, who cares?
Yeah.
I've got the armor spheres, who gives a fuck? I don't really care. The Damascus stuff is actually pretty good. Oh, this one goes up to level 6.
Okay, cool. 7.
And then 7 above, which is 80, so I guess it's good to use this?
I guess,
That's
yeah.
weird, but okay, sure. Because the first 6 were 80 total, and then I don't know what the hell was going on with that. That was so strange. Because see, this goes up to 30, and then it takes 20 for the next. So we do that, and then we got... Okay, so that's confusing as fuck.
No, it's 2 next level was 20.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that wasn't
I know.
the max.
So this is 5, and it only goes up to 7. I tried to do the math in my head, and it's 20 for each. So if we bring that up, it's only 220 as opposed to 240, which means we are wasting some stuff. So we might as well do it this way.
Yeah, it's just divisible by
to get
8.
the good resources. Oh, fucking Devil Joe pants, Jesus.
Pickle pants.
Pickle pants. Now my defense is 389, apparently. Instead of whatever the hell it was earlier.
Neat.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, you were going to try and get the Jagras sword upgraded.
Oh, yeah. That was the big thing that we were working
Yeah,
on.
that's what we were here for.
Yeah, I don't think I have the claws enough for it, though.
You got it for the first step that we need.
Definitely not enough for the second, though.
Yeah, but it's something.
Okay. I really like the skull. The skull is super cool, but the eye patch is so much cooler.
If you could use both, you'd be in...
Oh, yeah, I'd love that. If I could use both, it would be amazing. This is not the right weapon. There we go. Yeah, okay, I can make this one. Cool, it's a switch axe.
Kind of. And how many you need for the next?
For the next,
7.
we just need 7 great Jagras Claw pluses.
Yeah,
and then that'll
we're
be
probably...
it, though. Like, we'll have finished it at that point.
Probably gonna not do it all in a row.
No, but I'm gonna do a couple more, and then we'll hunt something else to pass the time.
Okay.
Maybe a Valhazak, I don't know. I haven't really decided.
You've been itching to fight a Valhazak?
I've been itching to fight a Valhazak.
Cool.
I'm not gonna bother eating, because it's just a fucking great Jagras. Here we go. Investigations. What special assignments do I have right now?
It's just that one for the Devil Joe.
Oh, yeah, it's just the Devil Joe fight. Okay. Whatever, then. That's not really worth it.
Yeah, no, whatever.
15-minute time limit. That's...
You won't need
Why?
15. It's got higher rewards.
Does it?
Yeah. See, it has 2 silvers and 2 golds instead of just 2 silvers and 1 gold.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's...
And they both have 3 feints.
Yeah, but it is 15 minutes.
And an upsurge of bone piles, if that matters.
That really doesn't matter at all. Whatever, I'll take it. I'll take it, but I'm also going to give myself some food. Just to make sure.
Why can't you put the chef's outfit on your Palico?
Because we don't have access to it, but other games totally give you access to it, so they might eventually give you the ability to.
Like, has that, like, his hat been used in other games for other chefs?
Oh my fuck, every goddamn time with this! It's so fucking annoying!
I think the Murnos that they send you with
Just
might
hate
be a little
me?
dizzy.
They
That
just hate
Murnos
me!
just seemed like it was having some trouble.
Yeah, but it seems like the Murnos that they've been using lately just fucking hate me.
I feel bad for him. I mean, we bully the hell out of them.
Yeah, I do, but like at the same time, fucking hell, dude. I just want to do my job. You just gotta take me there. And they're like, nah, we're gonna drop you off like 10 feet away. It's not even 10 feet. I don't know why I said that. 10 miles away. I mean, it's not quite that many, but still.
I don't know.
It's a lot, okay? That's my point.
Yeah, but it puts you right up in the Jagras' face, which is useful.
It's really not as useful as I'd like it to be.
Well, I find it useful.
You've never had it happen.
Yeah, but if it did, I'd be like, oh, well, there he is. There I go. Time to work.
Okay, I guess. Alright, let's see if I can get the big one off now. 2, and... There we go,
Nice.
right in the face. Okay.
That's the slight advantage of this tunnel, is that he doesn't have very many ways you can miss
Oh
him.
no,
he's kind of stuck here.
He's got all sorts of fucking garbage that'll make it so that I can miss him.
Yeah, well,
I don't know
if
if
he
you
comes
noticed, but
at you.
he can clip through these walls quite a bit.
Yeah, he does. Everything clips in this game, but it kind
Yeah,
of has
but it's like...
to.
So when he's clipping in here, though, I saw him turn sideways all the way in an attempt to do the roll. Which is, like, absolutely fucking awful. How dare you?
How dare you clip this hard?
How dare you clip so hard you're gonna be able to do, like, a fucking barrel roll into me. Basically.
That should have been a good hit.
Yeah, now I'm stuck underneath him. I can't get up. I was like half in the wall.
He ate some part of you, and it was enough to make him that full.
I don't think that was me.
No, it was.
Was it?
I've seen him do that to my character
Okay.
with nothing else around he could have been eating. There was
All
not
right.
a pile of corpses.
I mean, there was a pile of corpses.
Yeah,
there.
I've seen him do that when there weren't a pile of corpses. He just somehow eats enough of your flesh that he gets full, and...
But I'm not eaten in the slightest.
I know, it's so weird.
Alright, fine.
It's just the strangest thing that he still does that when he does it to the player.
Yeah.
Where does
I mean,
he
I think
he's going?
Samtrios may have done that too, but I don't remember. I don't know where he's going. He thinks he's going somewhere else. Oh, come on. Fucking run button. I swear to God.
Someday we'll get a controller
Yeah,
that
we need
doesn't
to get
suck.
better controllers than this. I don't know what's up. It was working so good for so long, and then this controller decided it wanted to just fuck up.
Is it possible that we just used it too rough?
Yeah, maybe, because we do... Okay, I've noticed that we have been destroyed... This is not the first controller we've destroyed. We destroyed the first one we got for the channel, which was the PS3 controller. We destroyed playing fighting games. And I'm wondering if we have been playing fighting games with this one and it's destroying it.
Maybe we haven't destroyed the controller. It was starting to have problems, but it
It had a
wasn't...
lot more problems than I think we let on. I don't know.
Remind me... It was the stick.
Yeah, we basically couldn't use the stick.
It worked, it was just not great.
It was pretty imprecise, I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah. I don't know, it's in part because we get, like, cheap third-party controllers on discount.
Maybe we should think about not getting, like, the discount third-party ones.
Yeah, it's like, if it's, like, $10 at the Ross sitting next to a bunch of, like, last season's kids' toys, like, maybe it's not the greatest controller.
Maybe not.
But I mean, I've never really felt the need to do, like, the pro gamer controller shtick where they've got, like, glowing lights.
The thing that they
and
have
cooling.
over what we've been getting is that they last a hell of a lot longer. That's the big thing.
In theory. I've never been completely sure if that's true.
I'm pretty sure it is, but I guess I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't assume that the expensive version of things is instinctively better. I assume that companies are trying to trick us, which is sometimes true.
I don't know.
Like, I work in a Safeway, there's a Safeway brand version of everything, and you actually have to, like, test which ones are as good as the name brand and which ones aren't. Safeway batteries, Safeway Cheerios, Safeway, for things like paper towels, pasta, basic stuff. Like, you can't fuck those up, so why not get the cheap one? Like, the difference of 50 cents between, like, Barilla pasta and Safeway pasta, it's like, it's not actually a higher quality. It's fine. But then for more expensive things, like, maybe. But, like, I just assumed that, like, some companies overprice shit because they can get away with it, because their packaging design is graphical and cool and cutting edge, like an NVIDIA.
No, I think when it comes to video game stuff like that, though, I think they make it more expensive because it will last longer, legitimately.
I don't know if that's true.
We got a new controller today for the Switch because we, surprise, surprise, we actually went out and got Generations Ultimate. And I was playing around with that controller, and it's one of the third-party off-brand Switch controllers, and it feels really light, and I'm already worried about it. Like, I was just holding it in my hands and clicking buttons, and I'm like, I wish they had let us open it in the store so I could have checked this earlier.
Well, you didn't ask.
They don't. It's sealed. If they open it, it has to go into the used, and they're not going to let you.
Yeah. Well... I think it'll be fine, at least for now. We'll find out.
It'll probably be fine. That I think we have decided that we're going to do like an actual video series for that, right? It's not going to be a stream.
I don't think it's a good idea to have two of the same game streaming alternately. Like, so then you come in and it's like, which Monster Hunter is it? They're slightly different.
Oh, the stream tells you. Twitch actually actively tells you.
Yeah. But like. In keeping track of it as both us and as the viewer, it's like, oh yeah, this is the one that doesn't have this thing and this thing and this thing.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like, why aren't you using your slinger? Oh wait, I'll be saying that shit constantly.
Yeah. Let's see. Grey Chagris, I need 5 more of those claws. I don't think that we really have the option to do that. It's getting late, so we'll do that Valhazak and then we'll call it good.
Yeah. We get our toilet paper at the Dollar Tree, and it is perfectly fine. It came up in chat, just toilet paper. You don't cheap out on toilet paper, but sometimes you can find something that's cheaper than you'd expect. Don't go for, like, the garbage that they would, like, put into public restrooms. Like, you can buy that.
Yeah, never one-ply. One-ply is like, terrifying.
But, like, Angel Soft falls apart on you. Charmin, honestly, is, like, too thick, I think.
I don't know.
But, like... You can get some basic generic stuff at the Dollar Tree for like it's a 4-pack for $1. You're paying $0.25 per roll, and they are perfectly fine. We've never had an issue with them. We stock up on them like a dozen at a time, and then we're fine for a while. So like you just gotta try stuff and play it smart.
At some point, they just gave us a Pickle Man fight.
Pickle Man.
I don't know. It's weird. Like it's just in there.
Hey, when
you
put
want to fight the pickle, like
if you put this on YouTube, but under the Pickle Man line, you're going to put in the Pepsi Man theme for just a split second, right?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't edit the. I try not to touch the streams as much as possible.
All right, then.
Those ones I include and leave pretty much everything in there. I do very, very minimal changes to them.
All right, then. Pepsi Man. That's it.
Yeah, there you go. Fine, if you're like... Pepsi Man is from an era of Japanese entertainment television that is just the most weird and amazing thing ever. It was literally just marketing needed an excuse to sell products, and they found an easy way to sell them, which was create a mascot that's a real character and give them, like, 2-minute episodes of a show. And it was the coolest but strangest thing. And I've talked about this. I talked about this during Neptune a lot. Where you have Segata Sanjiro was one of them. And it's just like, oh my god.
They had a PS1 game for Pepsi Man. I've seen footage of it. It's basically just an infinite runner from behind. But it's like you're running through, like, people's backyards and stuff. And it's like, that's actually good aesthetic. I like that.
It's weird, but I like it. You
know?
Let's see. I'm going to do... by target, and I am going to choose Valhazak if I can find it.
It'll be on the second page. In the middle. There you are.
That. Okay. And I've got faint 2 times on 2 of these. Mm-hmm. That's really annoying. One of these is a 30-minute mission. I don't know if I could do that reliably. Like, I
don't know.
And then I've got this one, which is good.
3 times, 30 minutes. Yeah.
Ugh. I got 5 attempts on that. I'll take the other 2 just in case, but honestly, I'm just gonna do this one.
Yeah.
I think.
I think
Hey,
my
I still gotta get that
favorite...
aqua sack in. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, my favorite of all of the old, like, 90s, just sort of commercial mascots, I think is still, Crash Bandicoot Pizza Hut Man with his face sticking out of Crash Bandicoot's teeth.
It's okay.
It
was not as pivotal as people remember. I think he had all of, like, 2 commercials.
No, there were more than that. It was...
People typically think there are, and then you go back and look, and I swear to God, he's got way less than you'd think. And they are not actually as entertaining. It's just a man in a suit.
It's iconically shitty. It's a good, bad suit.
It could have used work to be funnier, if I'm to be honest.
Well, I remember it being...
It could have been more absurd.
I remember it being shitty in that that's funny.
Yeah, and I mean, that's fair. Like,
well, who's your
that's how
favorite?
things work. I don't really have one. I like Saga de Sanshiro is a pretty good one. But I think I've talked about that before.
Yeah.
There's also... I can never remember his name. The guy who used to be the mascot in the 90s for... I want to say Nissan, like, ramen noodles.
I don't remember there being
It was
ramen.
only in Japan.
Okay.
So you're not going to remember. Don't worry.
Got a soft spot for some of the garbage you got in the early 2000s, like the tightening up the graphics on level 3 level shit.
Yeah, that stuff was only one commercial, and it really was not very good.
That's the point, is
I
that I'm
know.
naming off things
No,
that are garbage.
I know. That was extra garbage, though. Like, that one I remember being better than it was. And you go back and you watch it, and you're like, oh, this is worse than I remember it being. Like, this is just not even funny anymore.
It was funny enough.
Wait, what did I grab? Oh, was that Dash Juice? Okay. That's fine. That's what I wanted anyway. Yeah. Okay, Dash Juice, Armor Skin, Demon Drug.
What does Dash Juice do again,
It
other than crafting?
just completely ignores your stamina. Your stamina goes forever.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's probably not going to be useful.
Haven't you remember?
Flash Pods.
I know you remember another Scorcher.
Yeah,
But-
no, that one was forever.
Haven't you had to explain that to people who didn't live in America, and they
I
are
don't think so.
utterly baffled?
Maybe I had to explain that once or twice, but it's I don't know, it's enough that people typically don't find it funny even if you explain it, because it's like, even though it was a commercial that ran for like 15 years and way more often than it should have, the humor is lost unless you were there for the 15 years that it was running.
Yeah, no, if you lived in America from about 1990 to 2005 or so, you knew everything anyone ever needed to know about Sears air conditioning.
Yeah,
They
for
just-
like no reason.
They played that goddamn commercial like every 15 minutes for our entire childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, finding out that they don't have that in other countries, it's like, okay, so you don't have Scorchers? You've never had another
Sears is just
Scorcher?
completely dead now, too.
Rest in peace. I don't think they're completely dead, but they're pretty dead.
I think they are actually completely dead. I think the company went bankrupt. I'm not 100% sure on that. I might be wrong. But I think the company did go bankrupt at some point, and they have closed down most, if not all of them.
Which means Kmart's taken down, too.
Kmart was taken down a long time before that. I checked.
They still have Kmart's, don't they?
Nope. I
God.
checked around the time that Sears started going down. I got curious and checked. We used to have 3 Kmart's in this area. And we had 0. And I went, oh, well, where's the nearest one? And I checked, and it was like Texas.
Wow.
Yeah, they haven't existed in a while.
I used
They are gone.
In high school, I used to live in walking distance of Kmart, and I would go down there every few weeks to get a 500 count ream of printer paper to draw on, and butter mochi from the ladies running a concession stand outside the entrance. Because in Hawaii, I guess, like, instead of having, like, a hot dog stand or whatever, we had, like, ladies selling lumpia and butter mochi, which isn't the same as regular mochi. It's kind of like biting into a buttery brick, but it's delicious.
Yeah. It sounds good, but yeah, no, Kmart is just not existent anymore. It's been gone for a bit. At least I think. I'm pretty sure that they are all completely dead at this point.
Quiznos monsters. You mean sponge monkeys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's mentioned in chat. The Quiznos subs, you may notice every so often I talk about loving the moon because it's close to us.
It's close to us, yeah.
That's the original. The Sponge Monkey thing was apparently originally done for just a community that did, like, shitty Flash and Photoshop stuff
I
on the
believe it
internet.
was albino black sheep, if I am not mistaken.
Maybe? I don't know for sure. I don't remember.
I thought he'd be here. He's just not even here.
What the hell?
What the fuck, Valhazak?
Where is he?
I don't know. This is his house.
He's out, I guess.
He's just not at his house. What the fuck? I didn't know he could even go anywhere else.
Is he...
Is he just there? Is that him?
Yeah.
Where were you?
He's going for a stroll.
How? Where the fuck did he come from? Did he come from over there?
I think he just emerged from the veil.
That?
Like, he just is the veil. He's just like this.
Jeez.
Anyway, Sponge Monkey started out as a thing that had nothing to do with Quiznos, and then, like, someone in Quiznos advertising picked them up to do that. So, like, honestly, the Quiznos commercials are about on par with your You're the Man Now dogs and your
what the? Okay, that
all
was
your
stupid.
base stuff. It's like it is legacy internet, and I have nothing but utmost respect for that. And also, they have a pepper bar.
Yeah, I'm not actually. Oh my god, I fucking hate this monster already. Quiznos, I'm not that big a fan of, is what I was going to say.
They're okay. They do have a pepper bar. It's
do
just a
have
bunch of
pepper bar.
peppers
Oh,
in
no,
like
you
a
don't.
little salad
You
bar
ain't
setup.
touching me, you fucking ass.
I don't like peppers that much.
You know what it is? We're right on the border between two zones. He's running to the center of the zone. And if we come up and touch this one, he instantly runs over to meet us.
Weird.
This is like broken AI. He is not supposed to do this.
Weird hairy monster for Captain Crunch. That sounds familiar, but I don't remember what it looked like.
Weird hairy monster for Captain Crunch?
Yeah, back in the day. I think that was a thing. I remember...
Like a soggy?
Maybe. I remember when they were crunchitizing people, and basically it was just Captain taking an airship and hitting people with a beam that disintegrated them.
There was also the stuff where it was the crunchitize me captain, and it was children, and he was basically kidnapping children.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I remember that they had a series of commercials when they first came out with Marshmallow Fruit Loops that were like a continuity of like 4 or 5 commercials where just Toucan Sam was going on a journey into the jungle and would come across different obstacles each time.
Yeah.
And it was like, there's continuity in these commercials. Holy shit, I'm 7 years old and that's like the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
They did a lot with him and his nephews in sets like that as well.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting he has them. Do they even have names?
I think they do, but I don't think that they're memorable in any way. They're just smaller versions of Toucan Sam. They desperately wanted to be Donald Duck for some weird reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if they're one of those things where it's like if they had names, nobody knew.
Yeah, well, at least we don't know.
Remember the Cookie Crisp dog?
Cookie Crisp has gone through about 8 different mascots, so remember the Cookie Crisp anything. Like,
yeah,
if it's
he
not
turned
the
into
current
a
one,
wolf at some point.
He did not. That was a different mascot. Like I said, they had like
God.
8 different mascots. They kept rebranding Cookie Crisp.
I tried Cookie Crisp for the first time as an adult because
It's okay.
it's like not something that my parents would give to us. It's like, this is bullshit. This is just cookies.
Yeah,
I
it's not
tried
really
it.
cereal,
It's
it's
like
just cookies.
they kind of look and taste like a chocolate corn pop. They're actually not cookies.
No, they're like tiny cookies.
They're okay. I've tried them.
Yeah, I've had them too.
They're like puffed rice or something. They've got cookie aesthetic and they taste cookie-like, but it's like it is not literal cookies. Meanwhile, Oreo O's more or less are just Oreos. They're not like sandwich cookies, but they're basically all your base elements and texture and taste in like an O form.
Yeah. God damn it. Tao, if I walk off, you need to keep fighting. Like, what's wrong with you?
She needs to heal too.
No, she doesn't.
You just trying to avoid the taint?
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the taint. I don't remember how to.
Nullberries.
Oh, I didn't grab any. Well, I'm dumb as
Yeah.
hell. Uh-oh. I'm gonna be fucking like, dead this entire fight. This is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think there's some null berries over here, if I'm not mistaken. Please
I
run.
don't remember.
Please fucking work. There we go.
I genuinely don't
Jesus.
remember if there's null berries near
I
here.
thought there were null berries, like, right over here.
No, maybe not.
No? Not at all? Really? Fucking swear to God there were null berries over here at some point. Okay, well, good. Apparently the null berries have been moved. Good to know.
Yes.
Okay, then. I guess I'm just gonna keep dying, then.
Yeah, I mean, that's the theme of this fight, is to keep dying with this
Or
guy.
something, yeah. Yeesh.
Yeah,
I really want to get that tail off.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I don't remember if we got it the last time.
I don't think we did.
It looks so cuttable.
Yeah, I don't remember if we did for sure.
I don't think we did. Oh, well, it just wore off, that's all.
Yeah. But it takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a lot longer than you'd expect for that.
Well, it is also kind of an ambient part of the environment you're fighting in.
You know what else had an effect that was really similar to that? The Gore Magala was a monster that was introduced in 4U, and I think he appears in the other games as well, like Generations and Generations Ultimate. But the Gore Magala has an effect called Frenzy, which is supposed to be a monster virus, specifically. It affects other monsters and kills them, and if it doesn't kill them, then they become stronger versions of themselves and become frenzied monsters. If it hits a hunter has a chance to take a massive amount of damage and then become really weak and virused, or can become better from it and become a frenzied hunter. And it's super weird. It's basically this, but instead of killing you, you have a chance to, adapt to it and grow an immunity to it for the rest of the fight. Except it's not really the rest of the fight. It's like, I don't know, like a 5-minute immunity or something stupid like that.
I wish they gave you like a graphical effect when you were covered in the taint.
Yeah, like the other ones get, like a blanket on your back.
Yeah, like the Gyros have. So then you'd
I'd like
just
that
be
too.
a
That would be,
freaking zombie.
like, fucking hilarious. Okay, this is not gonna hit him. Oh, okay. It
How
actually hit
nice
him.
of you, sort of. You didn't get the big
Yeah,
one.
no, and this is really hurting. I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah, and you're tainted again.
Yeah, I know I'm tainted again. I'm trying desperately not to die while I fight this guy and am tainted.
It's gonna lower your bar maximum over time too, isn't it?
No, not over time.
No?
No. It being tainted removes it. It cuts it in half for when you are tainted, and then it goes back to normal as soon as you're not tainted anymore.
Okay.
No, it's
What am I
fine.
thinking of that just keeps lowering it?
Stamina lowers over the time naturally.
Yeah, no. Not that. I don't know.
I don't know what the hell you're thinking of, though. Yeah,
I'm thinking of something
Sorry.
way worse, apparently.
Maybe. I don't think that there is anything that I can think of that lowers your maximum health ever.
Other than what's happening right now.
Well, yeah, but this is just a very fast effect. Eventually, this will just wear off. But it does not lower it over time collectively, like over time,
Okay.
definitely.
I don't know. I was expecting it to
I
be
don't
worse than
know.
plus, I guess.
No, it's fine for now. Now he's walking into his house. Now I have to fight him in his house.
Yeah. Is that where the nullberries are?
Yeah, I thought maybe
Yes.
it was, but... Yeah.
That is.
Okay, there we go.
You can tell because it's blue.
Yeah, it's not like they're doing me any good right now, though. Because I'm no longer hurt.
You're no longer tainted.
I'm no longer tainted.
Oh, boy.
Water Blight, by the way, somebody suggested Water Blight in the chat, but Water Blight doesn't actually reduce your HP. It just makes it harder for your stamina to come back. Which is a massive pain in the ass, but,
Not quite what I was thinking.
not quite exactly the same. Yeah.
Oh, man. That would've been cool.
That's fine. This guy does a lot of that sort of, I'm going to run one way, and then I'm immediately going to run the other way.
Yeah, the thing where he does donuts.
Yeah, like, he kind of does a lot of donuts. A lot of death donuts, yeah.
Death Donut sounds like it would be a good,
He is gonna do a big thing.
Honestly, Oreo O's could be described as Death Donuts.
You think so?
They're delicious, but they're
bad
black.
for you?
They're black like a demon made them.
Okay, that's, alright, for sure.
Yes. A Death Donut could be like a donut made with, like, devil's food cake.
Maybe. Or a
And
donut that's got poison in it? I mean, I'm just saying.
I guess. Like it's
That would
apple
definitely be
flavored.
a kind of death donut. Okay. So he is definitely going to try and throw me.
Definitely.
Definitely. Maybe a little. Let's see. Can I just crack his neck off real quick and pop the head all the way off just immediately? I want to break this red shit on his head.
Yeah.
Let's see what he looks like without it. Like I don't think it's possible,
you think you
but
could
I'd
like
like
burn it off or something?
you'd think so, but I bet you can't.
Or if you get him to run into the acid lake or something?
No, because he's not affected by the acid lake at all.
Yeah, but you'd think it would burn it off a bit.
No, yeah, it doesn't though. I don't even know what monster he's supposed to be on the top.
Like what monster's draped over him?
Yeah. I don't know what
It's
monster's draped
probably
over
just
him.
a chunk of a bunch of other garbage.
It could be.
Who knows?
It
It could be a
definitely
mix.
could be. He's
He's
doing
just covered in
something
corpse.
weird. That beam looked green, but it might have just been where he was standing. I don't know. That was very strange. I don't know what was happening there. I'm distracting the hell out of him while Tao hits him in the butt.
Yeah, Tao looks amazing dressed the way she does doing this.
Well, she's
to
dressed
him.
in Vol. Or is
No,
that
she's in
Volhazak,
Xenojiva,
or-
isn't she?
Oh yeah, that's Xenojiva. You're right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
shit.
remember
Oh,
what the
no,
Volhazak
not
stuff
here,
looked for
not here.
her.
It was
She's
Death
got
Knight.
this. She's
It
got
was
the
the Death Knight
sword.
stuff. Oh, come on. Your hand is not that tall. There we go.
Yeah, now that you're mounted on there, you think you could just start tearing off the extra
You'd think
sinew.
You could, but you can't, and it's weird.
Yeah. Sitting on it is probably really gross.
Oh yeah, you'd think it would be really unpleasant to just kind of sit on them.
Yeah.
Like using the sinew as like stirrups along his back or something. Oh, he's just gonna go down. He's not even fighting me now. It's like he's accepted this.
It's like
Jesus.
he thinks he'll win in the end.
No, I don't. Like he's not even fighting back. He's just letting it happen. And he just hit the ground like a fucking. Wow. I don't know. He's just giving up. There's 3, and then give me the 2. Big old true charge. Nope. Okay, I missed.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh well.
Yeah, he didn't want to give it to me.
Oh well, you still got good hits in.
I got a couple of good hits in.
Might be able to do a slide in on him if he stays where he is.
No, he's gonna move.
Oh,
He
okay.
does the donut. We were just talking about that, but yeah, he's just
Yeah.
doing his donuts.
What would you imagine for a death donut? Just poison donut?
Yeah, you tell me death donut, and that's what I think of. It's just an actual poison donut.
I'm thinking
Maybe
it's
a donut full of dead people. I don't know.
it's devil's food cake with like some kind of purple stuff oozing out of it.
Maybe
so
it's like
blackberry, and then on top it's like a skull and crossbones in frosting.
Do you think you could do like a deviled food that isn't eggs? Out of something like a donut, like a deviled donut?
I'm not entirely sure what the deviled and deviled egg is really referring to.
Well, to make a deviled egg, you have to scoop the entirety of the egg out and then whip the yolk with a bunch of other things.
So for pastry, that would just be like an eclair.
Yeah, kinda. Except an eclair is full of custard. It's not full of the
I've
donut
seen
itself.
cheap ones full of like other shit.
Well, it would be like scooping out the inside of a donut and then whipping it into something else and then putting it back into the donut. Which I don't think is something you can do with a donut. I gotta be real with you.
So like, when you cook a Thanksgiving turkey, if you mix the giblets into the stuffing and stuff it back in, that's a deviled turkey?
You could make the argument, but I think that's not quite right.
People do that with tomatoes, right? Like stuffed tomatoes where they kind of mix the tomato juices.
I don't
in.
think
No?
so. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I've never tried one.
I don't think they're made
stuffed
like that. Not the
stuffed
same
bell
way.
peppers.
He's really mad. I don't like that he walks out of a zone and then walks back into the zone. Like,
Fapney suggested that a death donut is a donut with a needle in it. Right, like for
Yeah.
Halloween.
no, don't do that.
Yeah, no, the rumors of razor blades and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't know if that's ever actually happened.
I don't know either. I'm pretty sure I have heard people make notes of it. Basically, like, it does not happen, but people talk about it happening enough that everybody is always scared of it, and it's a big media thing. And you can check, and it's like the actual times in which that has happened has been so unbelievably low.
Like there was one person.
Yeah, there's like one instance, and I think it was after people started talking about that being a thing.
Yeah.
So it's literally somebody heard about it and went, oh, I want to do that now.
Or someone, like, put one razor blade in one apple to try and kill one child because they were the kind
Crazy?
of person who would kill a child.
Yeah.
And then, like, it got on the news and people were like, oh, but you could do that to anyone's caramel apple.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you're not gonna.
No, or you shouldn't anyway.
Yeah. I have heard, and this could also be fake, but I've heard that sometimes they'll find entire boxes of what are supposed to be like fun-sized candy bars, but it's just the wrappers repurposed to hide weed.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
But it's not like an, it's poison
guess,
candy
like,
thing. It's just literally you open it up and there's weed in it.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm sure a lot of people would prefer that, to be honest.
Some people
I
would rather
wouldn't,
the
but I'm
weed
sure there
just
would
be
be
in the
people,
candy.
like- And maybe. I don't know how you'd succeed in doing that if it's
Edibles are a thing.
pre-packaged candy, though. If it's like a Milky Way, you're not gonna...
Well, a Milky Way wouldn't have it, but there's places where weed is legal and they may be just making edibles that are just designed to, like, mimic major brand
I'm
candy
not
bars.
saying that there's no such thing as edibles. I'm aware. I'm saying, like, opening a candy wrapper and putting an edible in there that would fit with the candy wrapper. I don't think that that's gonna...
I don't think so. No, it would have its own wrapper and it would have like a pun name, but I don't know enough about weed to come up with a pun name.
well, alright then.
Like instead of a Snickers, it's
You can't even think of one. Don't worry about it.
Weeders.
Yeah, don't try.
I won't.
Okay, Tao, no, leave me. Tao, no, leave me. You were supposed to distract him,
Face
Tao.
first into the acid lake.
I know. I blame Tao for that. That was Tao's fault.
Yeah, well, she'll take the hits. Oh,
No,
there
she
is.
won't. She was walking away. She just keeps doing that.
Is there? And there's really just no place to set AI options on there.
No. She sees me walking away and she goes, oh, I guess it's time to walk away. And it's like, come on, Tao. No. I needed you to do a thing. Oh, fuck. I get hit with the big cloud again.
James Mason suggested that there may be kids accidentally getting into a drug and then someone tries to cover it up. It's
yeah, that
not
could be it
mine
too.
thing.
Yeah. That is,
Yeah.
I think something that I've seen happen before.
Like, my son didn't get into my drugs. I was just holding
Yeah,
them for a
clearly
friend.
somebody just, somebody gave him drugs for Halloween. That's what happened.
Yeah, I could see that being a thing someone would try to get away with saying.
Okay, he's gonna do the big cloud again.
Which, of course, like they say that parents should be inspecting the candy before they give it to the kids.
Yeah, they should.
Which, honestly, if you're old enough, you can do yourself. Just,
Oh, come on,
like,
dude.
you can teach a 10-year-old to check to see if the wrapper's still airtight. I just do it out of instinct with a lot of food. Just, is
Fucking
this
asshole.
airtight? Okay.
Fine, leave, you dick. I can't stand this guy. Just this one Valhazak has been really, just pushing my buttons. Because he's running out of areas, back into areas, out of areas, into areas.
Doing
and
the
now I'm
death
down
donut.
to 10 minutes. Look at this. He did a big flip again. He just came into this zone. He was on his way back in here.
We don't even know if he goes into the higher areas.
I don't think he does. I think he literally just hangs out in these, 2 or 3 fucking areas.
Which is annoying because I would love to see him get into a turf war with some of the other animals down here.
No.
Which they don't show up for this fight.
No, they don't.
I know they don't.
None of them are actually on the map. It's just him.
Yeah, but if it's this guy and 2 Odegarans just trying to eat him, that would be fun. to watch.
Yeah, but you're never gonna get it because
Yeah.
they don't show up at the same time as normal monsters.
Yeah.
Elder dragons are boring in that way. Like, honestly, I would like it if they'd occasionally be like, oh, well, here's a Teostra fight, but then Devil Joe shows up part of the way through, and then you have to watch Devil Joe fighting
And Devil Joe might win.
Or fucking Nergigante would be a really good one, too.
Just a Devil
Because
Joe
that
and a
would make sense.
Nergigante just trying to eat each other.
Nergigante showing up for any Elder Dragon fight.
Yeah,
would make
you know
sense.
what? Yeah, it would.
But you don't get that. The only time, to my knowledge, that you get multiple, like, Elder Dragons in one fight is in the arena. Ah, come on.
It's disappointing.
I want that tail so bad. And he has to roar and then spit in my face. Like,
Yeah,
asshole.
well, he's limping.
Yeah, well, that limp is not good enough. I want him dead.
Yeah, well, he went through the acid, so...
I know, I'm coming down here for nullberries.
Oh, were you out?
Yep, they only give you
Wow.
2 per.
Alright.
There's another set. I'll grab a couple of those.
Might as well.
Do a
I
max
pretty much
potion.
never use those when it's a regular blight. Like, I just don't care enough.
I care under certain circumstances. If I'm fighting certain things, I will want to have a nullberry.
There have been a few times I've used them, but it's because they were literally right next to where I was fighting a Legiana anyway, so it didn't matter. Oh, you just... It's just goop that dropped off of him. Ew.
Yeah, he's just dropping his goop everywhere. It's like the red sinewy flesh, I think, just falls off of him constantly for one reason or another. Is he asleep up here?
Probably.
Can I just beat him in the face?
He's still making
where's his tail?
ooze gas. That's his tail.
Okay.
Is that going to be close enough?
Maybe. No,
No.
just barely
Well,
off.
at least it didn't wake him up.
Damn it. Yeah, but this stupid Gyros is... Fuck all of you. Trying to do shit and you assholes are just in my way. Swear to God, if you idiots knock me out of it, I'm gonna be so pissed. Ah, fuck you.
At least they didn't knock you out of it. Hell,
No,
one
they're
of us-
pushing me out of the... Their geometry is pushing me, though. That's what it is. They're, like, pushing me out of the way.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, well, that's not the
Nice.
big hit. That wasn't the one I wanted.
Yeah, but you still got him.
That's not good enough.
Papneys is saying he
Not
saw
what I
a
wanted.
Nergigante wreck a Teostra and a Kushala, not at the same time though, but it's really cool. So yeah, that's nice to know.
Yeah. Was it in an arena, though? Like, because I
I
assume
don't know.
that's what it has to be.
Maybe. He's honestly, that tail nub I expected to be slightly grosser than the rest of him, but no, it's just the same. It's equally gross.
Yeah, it's kind of just there.
Yeah.
Can't even find his
It's
tail.
right
up
there.
here.
Right
Okay.
there.
Yeah, I see it, but he's doing his thing right now. I don't know if that's a good idea to carve, but I'll carve it anyway. Fuck it. Let's do this.
Oh, the tail raider's already dead. Oh well.
Yeah, our tail raider had poison, or not poison. He had blight on him. Taint. He kills everything with taint when he does that.
Yeah.
I don't think it affects hunters as well, but all of the monsters with taint, all of them wind up getting hit by that, and it knocks all of them out of the air, and they all just die instantly. It's literally like he's just eating their life force. I don't think he's healing from it or nothing, but it's...
That's grim.
Ah, damn. And now I've got it.
5 minutes.
And I've got 5 minutes.
Well, you got some healing.
Kind of. Not enough. Considering he's gonna do this stupid shit. Where he roars and then he smashes the ground so that he can push taint out.
And I've noticed your fair wind charm has been reducing damage from the gas. For
Yeah,
like
it does,
months.
but it's fucking weird. I've noticed the Fairwind does that for fire too sometimes.
Weird.
So if you're on fire or somebody's doing something that's just pushing fire out, it's just constantly trying to protect you from every single bit of fire damage, and it's like, that's not how you should be doing that. That's not how that should work. It's just, it looks weird when it does that.
Papneys has clarified it was investigations.
Oh, okay,
That
so I guess
they
you can
showed up.
have them show up like that.
Yeah. It makes sense because
weird.
investigations are slightly different from normal missions, so the idea that the option is open is, yeah, that makes some sense. Like, they're almost like you're doing a mission in expedition mode, sort of.
Yeah, kinda. I gotta kill this guy now. He is not... God, I don't have the time to fuck around anymore.
Yeah, well, there's no reason to fuck around. You got the tail.
Oh, fuck me! This is really fucking annoying. Those are bones. I don't need bones.
I mean, hopefully you get some of his bones.
Well, I don't even want any of his bones, to be honest. They're completely worthless. He has large monster bones, but I have so many of those, it really doesn't matter.
Wait, really?
Yeah, well,
Can you carve
I don't... No, not quite like that, but, like... Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm on him.
Nice.
I'm hoping I can knock him down before
Oh, shit!
time runs
Okay.
out. Okay, good.
Nice.
Oh,
Good-
shit.
good.
I was really worried time was about to run out, too.
That was a weird one.
He is dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Fucking hell,
when
dude.
when you mount and stab, it's like one at a time for damage. You got him off of a one.
Yeah.
That was a really cool way to end this, actually.
It was okay.
You got a fang, got a wing, got a
It's
carapace.
never enough parts, because I just want more parts off of this guy. Hopefully, because I dropped a voucher, I'll get more.
Yeah, it was your
We'll
last
see.
voucher, too.
Yeah. Ugh. I've been using those too much lately.
Yeah, well, you want to speed through getting things.
I do. I just want to be done
Mm-hmm.
with that, but still. There's a lot of Gyros that are just dead over here.
Yeah, that's because he's their king.
I don't think he's their king. I think he's like their death god. I think their king is Great Gyros.
Great Gyros is their daddy. This is their king.
This is totally not a king. This is something you want to just completely avoid and never talk to.
Yeah, I mean, that's true of kings sometimes.
Okay, I'm on his back in this. This is him dying and I'm just riding him.
That's pretty good. Get
Like
your
the
stuff.
grossest kind of Falcor. Okay. Alright.
Alright, better be a good jewel. Pep jewel, no.
Pep Jewel? No.
Just sleep resistance. You've got like 5 of those.
I have more than is necessary, yes. Hunter rank up to 22.
Nice.
Valhazak information up to 2. Palico level did not even go up.
Eh.
But it was good money and I got good parts. That's fine. I didn't die
Yeah.
once, right?
Nope.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Wait, I didn't get anything from this, did I? No.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, alright. Good.
Should we start wrapping final thoughts?
Yeah, wrapping your final thoughts. Do it.
I didn't mean it like you seem to think I did. Like, wrapping up.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead.
Okay.
Do your final thoughts.
I now am kind of hungry for Oreo O's, which we don't buy. I get them if they're on sale, which isn't often.
They sound gross. I'm not going to buy any
They
ever.
are like Oreos in O form. They're pretty much exactly as advertised.
Valhazak is good, but I actually didn't want to kill him for his stuff. I wanted some of the Damascus things. But I'm pretty sure that... Oh, wow, Dober. I forgot about this.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the bone armor, but it's a dark version of it. But the stuff that takes Valhazak, if any of these... Did I make a mistake or none of these
Death
Valhazak?
Stench.
Oh, yeah, Death Stench was
And
what
you
I was
need more
thinking.
Sinister Cloth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the downside, okay. And I forgot to put
Oh,
my
yeah,
cats
it's
out
fine.
earlier. So
Oh.
I need to go do that real fast. It's not going to do me any good now, but I'll do that real fast.
Yeah, it'll happen over time. Still excited for you to eventually get that Jagras blade up and then fight the Lavasioth. That's what you were getting it for.
Somebody pointed out, by the way, I just picked up his gem.
Nice.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that'll be useful eventually, but probably not for
Probably.
the Death Stench stuff.
Yeah, probably not. Deploy Tail Raiders. Let's go with... They are all literally identical. And they all cost the exact same amount.
Eh.
Vagabond with low... Passionate Hunter... Professional Hunter...
I don't know if it matters.
Some of these do affect things. But I don't think any of these are actually going to affect anything. So screw it. I'll just do whatever. Okay, Sinister Cloth comes out of the one that is the little
I think it's
skull,
the Highland
usually.
and the Veil.
You can get it out of anything, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I will go into the Rotten Veil just because.
Because you might pick up other useful stuff.
Yeah, there's a potential for it.
Yeah, there was Hornetars was one of the things they could fight. And you needed that for something.
Some weird thing, yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
So,
Who
anywho.
is going to come get the food today?
Looks like the jellyfish.
Jellyfish is just your favorite, buddy.
He's okay. I like the jellyfish a lot because of the absurdity of it.
Yes, it's amazing.
Because it's literally just a jellyfish. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking bizarre.
I like that toad always seems like it's trying to come over to you, but never makes it in time.
Because he's so fucking slow.
And the fucking Vigor Wasp just smearing booger over everything just looks so gross.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the Vigor Wasp to come back over here because I want to pop the thing again. I did it the last time. I want to see it happen again.
Jellyfish.
Come on.
You could always put the jellyfish away.
I could, but that's not as fun. Final thoughts are that I really like this game. If you can't tell, I mean, we've been playing it like nonstop forever. I think I'm petting the toad currently.
Yeah, I like him.
He's all the way over there.
Don't bully him. Just be nice.
I noticed yesterday when I was I left it on this screen when we were walking away from the game. I noticed that if you pet the frog, like the toad, for long enough, he does do something. By the way, he does a specific action. He spits in your face. That fucking asshole toad.
He's not an asshole toad. He's a regular toad.
He's a massive asshole toad.
He's a good, sweet, paralyzing boy.
No, he isn't. Let's see. Is this the one I want? Nope.
Cheering him on?
Nope. Is this? Where is it? Where'd it go? I know it's in here. I bet people know what I'm going for, and you've already forgotten.
Don't do it.
I could do that. There we go. It's regret.
You're so mean.
He deserves it.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No.
Anyway, yeah, Valhazak's Jewel will be good for... He probably needs it for a weapon and something else also, I'm sure. But I do need the more sinister clots from the Tail Raiders. It's really dumb that I forgot to put those out. I'm actually really annoyed by the fact that I did that.
Oh,
I'm
it's
like,
fine.
oh no. Well, I'm not actually annoyed. I'm just kind of... I don't know. I'm unhappy that I did it. Because I bet they would have come back with one if they had. Like if they had gone off with it anyway. I have two of his gems.
Huh.
I don't just have one gem. I don't know when I picked up the other one, but apparently I picked up both.
Cool.
I could get the helmet, the pants, or the belt if I really want to. But right now I think I'm going to hold off because this stuff is... It's okay, but the recovery speed on the torso looks a little bit better, honestly. And I keep looking at... Like, Death Stench is really good because it has... like, focus on the hands, which is nice. Focus on the belt, which is nice. And handicraft on other parts, which is also kind of nice. And then the Damascus stuff, and I think it's the second Damascus? Or is it the first? No, the first does it too. It has a bunch of focus and handicraft on everything. And I just keep looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? That's great sword armor. It makes sense. So does this. Like, the evil version of it works super well, too. In fact, the evil version might be a better option, because things like this exist.
Hey, basil stuff.
2 focus...
Exclamation point.
I know. 2 focus... 2 points and focus and 3 open slots. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's amazing. And then if I get the Damascus, like, armor and then the waistcoat, I've got full focus, and I have 6 slots on both of them together. That's amazing.
Nice.
That's great.
Alright, we didn't have it before.
Like. Nah.
It's a dome. You are
Kinda.
a dome.
A little bit. Let me see what the head looks like on this, because I can't quite tell. It's like a little lion or something.
Yeah. What's the default color for it, though?
Default color looks like that.
Oh. The black looks better.
Yeah, kinda, to be honest. I don't like it as much.
You keep...
Yeah, I know. I keep hitting the wrong button. I'm aware. I noticed. This one is...
shows your mouth.
Yeah, and it shows your mouth. I think that's the only big difference.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know. When we come back, we'll probably do more stuff. I guess. Remember to follow the channel if you don't already follow the channel so that you can be told when we're doing things. I don't think there's anybody in here who doesn't follow the channel, though.
There's a very good chance at some point in the near future I'm just going to heckle Josh into doing like an impromptu stream of something completely different. Just for the sake of doing something different. I tried to get him to do it today. He's like, no, I don't want to. And I'm like, no, I'm going to make you do something garbage. I'm going to pick up the world's worst video game and make you stream it.
Somebody asked for our friend codes. I keep forgetting to put them in places. I am super sorry. I will... Crap, I'm going to have to put those somewhere. I'll try and put them on the Patreon tonight. I'll try to remember. I keep forgetting, and I don't know why I keep forgetting.
I forgot to.
I think the first time we did a stream, we were asked to do that. I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll do them tonight. And then I totally forgot to do them that night.
Yeah, I think it was, I said, it's like, we'll tell you on Patreon and remind us if we don't. I was like, yeah, we forgot, so thank you for reminding us.
Yeah, we just keep forgetting. I'm really sorry.
Fapmies is referring to Nintendo as the Blanc consoles, I guess.
Yeah, they are. I mean, technically, that is what it is.
Yeah. There is no... I mean, there's no actual PC Neptunia character, other than, I guess, PC kind of sounds like if it isn't.
PC Engine, but
yeah.
We play
in the No Man's Land. We play inside that Figure Wasp's giant booger.
I was really hoping I could break it, but it's not happening, so oh well.
Oh well.
Anyway, yeah, next time we'll come back in and we'll play more Monster Hunter, I guess. We might play something else. We might play something really weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll dig out the worst game I can find. I will make you play Dinosaur Planet.
Oh God, please no.
No. He won't. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like that idea at all.
Anywho, I got nothing else.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
The best night.
Have a really good night.
Have a good sleep.